Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Turn this up. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. How are you? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Welcome in. How are you all? Welcome, cuties. How have you been? Today we're trying something a little bit different than our usual scheduled stuff. Hi Eve, hello, hello. How are you? Hello Kai, how are you? How are you both? What have you guys been up to? It's good to see you guys again. Ugh, I'm still a little sniffly. I'm still a little bit sick. Johnny Boy, also thank you for the follow. I don't know if you're here or not, but thank you for the follow regardless. Okay. Before we go ahead and start, actually, I have to order my dinner. Let me order my dinner real quick. Hi, Potato. Welcome in. How are you? Welcome, welcome. How are you? Another potato is in here. Yeah, I know. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to order my dinner. um, let us do. Okay. Okay. Ordered. We're good. We're Gucci. You're good. You're doing good. That's good to hear. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. We're gonna start any second now, but we like to sit around a little bit and chat. I like to chat with you guys before we go. We like dive straight into all the content stuff. It's no fun if you just like start off with that kind of stuff. But how have you guys been? Today's been a quiet day for me actually. I've been really really chill. Yeah, today what we're gonna be up to is we're gonna be reading some Reddit stories. Primarily from like Am I the Asshole? Some of the best of Redditor updates, so like they're like really long stories. Uh I try my best to pick ones that I've never seen before. So, but I actually don't know what to expect. Some of these might be like fucking borderline crazy. So, just to be fair, trigger warning. Some of these might have to do with more adult, mature themes. Um, so yeah, if that's the case and you feel like you need to step away, feel free to do so. But in general, I think they're. I don't. I don't. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. So we're both going into this a little bit blind, but I hope you guys are doing good though. Bento, Bento. Hey, 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 where you going, dude? Bento has been such a bother recently. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Benta has been probably my 13th reason. Recently, he has been absolutely awful. I will not lie. He has been waking me up every single day, and I am fucking exhausted. Okay. Okay. But without further ado, we can actually go ahead and let's step into best of Reddit. Bum, 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 bum. We're just trying new stuff for this week. I think there's a few ideas I had so we could try stuff. We're supposed to have Wani on here today actually too, but Wani is busy, so we will have, maybe I'll see if someone else is available. Who is available? Let us see who is available. No one is really available actually right now. Okay. All right. We're gonna have Kisa join, and we're gonna go ahead and start. Let me call Kisa first. Okay. Hello. Wing wing.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Kisa.
Hi. How are you?
Hello. Do you want to introduce yourself before we go ahead and start today?
Sorry, sorry.
Why'd you laugh?
I sighed actually.
Why? You sighed?
Yeah, because every time I
Uh-huh.
watch the goddamn clip, it just makes me so mad.
Listen, okay. That is the epitome of our relationship, okay? So, like, are we that surprised? You know what I mean?
Nah, I'm not surprised, but I'm gonna middle of the crash out. But
uh, but do you want to
I
introduce
don't.
yourself?
Yes, I shall.
Okay.
Okay, hello chat. My name is Kisa. I am a Midas's manager.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on this stream for a few times now, so
Including the
please be
Pokemon
nice to
stream.
me. Wait, what?
Including the Pokemon stream.
Yes, including that. That's not my greatest moment.
that was not, you did not enjoy that part.
No, I.
Okay.
So we're doing Reddit stories
Okay.
today.
Yes. We are you gonna go ahead and do Reddit stories. Why don't we like take turns reading them and then like we'll talk about it afterwards.
Okay.
Well, but you know what? Full reaction. Okay. You know that meme like light work, no reaction. We're doing the opposite of that. Okay. We're gonna gasp every time we want to gasp.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
No, yeah. No, I totally get it. Okay, show me
Okay.
the
Okay.
stories.
We're gonna go ahead and start.
Okay.
Oh, this one. Hold up. Let's move this a little bit over. Okay. Can you see it?
On your stream, yeah.
Yeah. Hold up. You're not actually showing on my stream.
Rip.
Grab your Fugi. And then.
I'm curious what my Fugi is. I keep changing it sometimes.
Okay. I'm gonna put you. No, I'm gonna put you on the side.
I don't want to be next to you.
Fuck you too, I guess. Like, what the fuck? Okay, wait. I want to flip you. Okay, I'm gonna have you here. Okay. All right. Beautiful. And I'm gonna add you into my title real quick too. Is there an underscore in your name? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. All right. Okay. Do you want to read the first one, or do you want me to read the first one?
I'll read the first one.
Okay. I'm turning the music a little.
Oh, we're reading the Am I the Asshole? Okay.
Yeah.
Yay, I love these.
You love these? Okay, good, perfect. And I mean, we'll read through the comments and stuff too, just to see what people think. But
okay,
hey,
I'll read it. Okay, so the title is "My husband gave me a warning tap, and I called it abuse."
Hi, Kaya. Welcome.
Am I the asshole? Okay.
Hey.
As I am writing this, I'm laying in bed with my mom. She's helping me gather my thoughts for some other opinions. I am female 24. My husband is male 30. We've been together for 3 years.
How are
I'm
you,
married for
Kaya?
1. This is a throwaway account just in case. Okay, she being sneaky,
Wait, hold up.
of
I gotta
course.
turn you up too.
Oh, okay. Actually, hold on. It could be my mic gain. Hold on. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Okay, I turned you up anyways.
Okay.
A little bit. Okay, that should be good. Okay,
Better?
yep.
Okay. Okay. So about a week ago, my husband and I got into an argument over his phone, which he had misplaced. I was in the shower when he lost it, and when I came out, he was throwing a fucking fit over it. He was like, "Where did you put it? Have you seen it?" Angrily yelling and snapping. That's kind of childish. I said I hadn't.
Kind of childish. Are you kidding me? This full blown man tantrum. What are you?
Honestly,
That hella
okay.
childish. Are you kidding me?
No, yeah, that's fair. No, I actually had something similar at work where he was just yelling at me, and I
Really?
was like, yeah, I was
Oh my
like,
god.
yeah, it was so fucking annoying. I was like, dude, you're really
Hi,
like an
Marzi.
adult
Welcome.
and
How are
yelling for
you?
no reason because you can't get what you want. I feel
Jesus Christ.
I feel like that's a lot of people lately. They're just like throwing tantrums because of
Yes. No, I get what you
right?
mean.
Yeah.
People are on
So
edge for some fucking reason, and like everyone is
right,
mad all the time.
right. It's like
Yeah.
they can't get laid or something. Like, dude, that's like a stress.
Okay, I don't know if I go that far, but like,
But no, in a married case kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, dude, yeah. Okay, so I said I hadn't touched it. I needed to get dressed. My husband was standing in the doorway looking behind the door so I couldn't open it. I said, "Hello, move please." Apparently my tone was rude because my husband turned around and shoved me into the room. What?
What?
What? They're being physical now? Oh, that's crazy. I was like, "Okay, you need to calm down. I can help you look, but I got to get dressed." He tells me to hurry up. I snap back. "I'm not going to hurry up. It isn't my fucking fault." Okay. That
What a fucking dick.
I
Wait, the fact that he's already getting like physical is like the biggest red fucking flag ever.
Y yeah, uh, I
I'm a little concerned that she
yeah,
thinks she's the asshole.
yeah, like, ho okay,
uh,
I guess we need to keep reading to kinda
yeah,
see why she's thinking that.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, so my husband turned around and hit me on the mouth. Okay, that's physical abuse, that's domestic abuse,
Uh, okay.
and with the back of his hand, it didn't even really hurt, but I was appalled. He called it a warning tap because of my attitude. I left right there and then. That is definitely a red flag. Oh,
That is abuse.
yeah, you could have called the
Does she
cops.
think it has to hurt for it to be called abuse? Like,
Maybe it's, like, just adrenaline because it just happened.
yeah, or maybe I
Yeah.
feel like you know what it is. It's probably she's like she's more like astonished and confused
Uh-huh.
that she feels like maybe it is an abuse. But I'm pretty sure if you get hit just in general, that's abuse.
Yeah. I mean, if you're married in a loving
That's
relationship,
crazy. No, I
you're
agree. That is crazy.
what?
Someone said Kaya said that's crazy.
Oh, okay. I
That's
was like,
psychotic.
"Damn, that's crazy to me. That's crazy."
How are you? I'm good,
But,
Marcy.
like, it also is like,
Oh,
has
I know it's been a
has
while
the
since
husband
we've seen
hit
each
her
other, but
before? But I guess it seems like it's happened the first time? I guess?
yeah.
Yeah. But like even so, like if you just hit me, like we're done. We're basically done. Like I'm not in
Uh-huh.
a relationship to like be hit. Like I'm
Yeah.
communication is
This
key.
is
Love is
absolutely should be a deal breaker for anyone. Because the
exactly,
thing is, right?
exactly.
A lot of people might be
Mhm,
like, "Oh, well, like he didn't hurt you." But like if he's already shoving you and he's like
mhm,
willing to like smack you even if it
mhm.
doesn't hurt, maybe next time he doesn't pull his punch. You know what I mean, right?
Right.
Like this is just I feel like early onset signs of like abuse. And it already is abuse to be completely
Yeah.
honest, right?
He's like already like
Uh-huh.
not just physically, but like also emotionally abusive right now. It seems like
Yeah.
it's like really uncalled for
Why
for
is he
him
I'm
using his phone.
confused why he thinks it's her fault that he lost his phone. Why?
Over a phone. That's
Yeah, but
crazy. There are things that you could, like, locate your phone by.
I'm so confused. Like, why is he blaming her?
I don't know. That's the thing.
And
Like,
to
there's
call
so
it
many
a warning
solutions.
tap is so crazy because that's there's an implication there, right? Like, the implication is that if it happens again, it's not going to be a warning, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, what's the warning for? Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
the threat.
What's the
That's
warning
the thing.
for? That's the fucking concern, right? Like, what do you
Yeah.
mean warning tab? You shouldn't be doing that shit anyways, right?
Do you know the guy on TikTok that has, like, the green flag and the red flag just moving
Yeah,
across
I
the
know the
field?
guy you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. I feel I feel this
Jesus
would be his
Christ.
kinda thing. Yeah.
This is a red fucking flag. I've never seen
Mhm.
such a red flag.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna read
Okay,
the
okay,
the
okay.
last one
Okay.
so we could okay, so he was so stricken that I called it abuse. Ugh, listen, ma'am.
Hmm.
He screamed at me for it. He said I could ruin his career if I use that word. I know that I can. I know that he didn't even hurt me. He's in denial, but that's how I feel. He sent me several texts threatening to divorce me if I use that word again or try to hurt his career by saying it someone
I
important?
don't get that sentence. Threatening to
Yeah, I don't
divorce
get
me or try to hurt his career by saying it.
maybe saying it to someone
Oh, oh,
important.
oh.
Yeah, probably his
Yeah.
boss or something. So, am I the asshole for saying this, potentially citing this and potentially ruining his career? I would totally ruin his career.
I feel
I would
like this is my train of thought. If it's your actions that ruin the career, like if somebody telling someone about something that you did ruins your career, then you've ruined your own career. Like that is your own fault, right? Like there's no
Mhm,
way. Like I don't understand. This is just so weird, like to me, and it seems like it comes out of nowhere. I feel
mhm.
like there's clearly like s- I feel like more than likely this couple probably hasn't been happy in a while. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Uh, I
I had 3 years
mhm.
together and married for 1. That's not technically long. So, usually during
Yeah,
that stages, you kinda don't know what the person is like,
yeah.
and the fact that she's reacting this way because she's shocked that he hit her, that just
Maybe
tells
he
a
doesn't
lot.
act that way. Well, my train of
Yeah,
thought is that more than likely they probably have been arguing over a lot of other things. I think
yeah, we
this
don't
just
know
seems
what's
like
going on.
classic
Mhm,
like projection. I feel like you know what I mean, where he's blaming her for things that he does. You
mhm,
know, I mean, I guess projection isn't the right word for it, but kind of misplaced anger, right?
mhm,
Um, I don't know. Maybe it's just like I'm not trying to justify obviously the
mhm.
situation or like obviously it's abuse. Obviously she needs to get the fuck out of there. Um, but it feels like a lot of context is missing, and maybe you know what? Maybe it did happen out of nowhere, but
Yeah, we don't
yeah, we
know
don't
what's happening
know.
behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
yeah,
My thing is that
mhm,
because of the how many years they've been together, it
mhm.
could have probably been honeymoon phase for quite a while.
Yeah, could have been. Mhm.
Yeah, so that could be a thing.
Usually after the honeymoon phase, though, is usually like where couples start to really like hate
Have an
each
ick.
other. That's my train of thought is basically they probably were already unhappy with each other for a while, and like honestly, again, I'm not trying to like justify his perspective or anything, right? They probably
Mhm.
didn't like each other very much.
But then why did you even
Mhm.
get married? It's just you got married
That's the
because you get
thing,
married?
right? Like that's the thing. If you don't like each other, why are you getting married?
Yeah, why are you still together?
Yeah.
Like, and then the fact that
Uh-huh.
he's like threatening to divorce
Yeah,
her because of that
the
word.
the fact that he called it a warning tab really is like holy shit, bro. You are like you even if it like let if we gave you the absolute benefit of the doubt and pretend that this isn't abuse. It is. But like if we pretended it wasn't, you still
Mhm.
threaten to abuse her later. like that's your best case scenario. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
it's so stupid. It's so dumb. Honestly, man, I hope they get divorced. Good for
Oh,
her to be honest.
yeah, and
Mhm.
then I wonder what his career is for her to
I mean,
ruin
I
it.
think most careers would fire you regardless if you thought
Right.
if you
Yeah.
it was an
But
abusive
that's also
person.
if you also,
Hi
like, file with
Jade,
the cops too.
welcome. If you what?
You file a complaint with the cops.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I still think
Mhm.
abu- this is definitely just obviously abuse, and
Yeah.
that's how it should be.
Let's see what the
Yeah, I
commenters
was gonna
say.
say let's
Like,
look at the
I'm
comments.
curious.
When
Yeah.
my boyfriend couldn't find his phone, he asked me to call him. You know, like a normal person. That's
Right,
what.
yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Why are you? Yeah. Why wouldn't you just ask them to call your phone? How
Yeah,
is anger
like
the natural response over this? I think 99% of humanity would say, "Can you comment?" That's what I'm saying. I feel like there is obviously some context missing. They probably haven't been happy. Like I think that's what it probably is. They
yeah,
probably were already quite unhappy with each other, right?
yeah,
Um, obviously does not excuse him. He's still a piece of shit, and he should never
yeah.
like lay hands on anybody.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I don't know. It just seems kind of out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. I think there's probably a lot of things happening in the background that we don't know about.
Hmm.
Um, not the asshole. You filed the divorce paperwork first. He hit you. First, it's a warning tap. Next, it's a black eye or worse. This is what I was saying, right? Like, what do you mean by warning tap? What do you mean by warning tap? That is really really implicative phrasing, right? Like
Hmm.
he's almost implying that he's gonna hit you. You wouldn't ruin his career. He would do it by himself. Exactly. Exactly.
Um, a little bit about that.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I had to Google this real quick. It
Uh-huh.
was a Netflix documentary that just came out recently
Mm-hmm.
about domestic abuse and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So there was a YouTuber. She had like low reviews and shit like that, but she would vlog out
Uh-huh.
of her van. Hold on, vlogger. Sorry, give me a moment. No. Oh yes. It's Ruby Frankie. So basically,
Uh-huh.
her and her quote unquote husband,
Mm-hmm.
decide to make a move and start vlogging their life outside of a van.
Uh-huh.
And then like they had the weirdest fucking relationship. Excuse my language, but um, it turns out it's just like this.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, they had like a happy-go-lucky relationship until you kind of see the signs from him where he
Uh-huh.
was like kind of obsessed with her texting, and then once he hit her, like she'll like be all
Oh
like
my god.
crying. Yeah, she'll be crying and then they'll be like texting. He's like, "Oh, I just miss you so much. If you talk to somebody, like I kind of get jealous." Right?
Mm.
And it just starts there.
It's
And
this
then
is love
one
bombing, probably.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. And it starts like that. And then
Uh-huh.
all of a sudden they go on this trip and then it starts getting really abusive. Like he starts hitting her. And then the fact that the cops totally missed this was crazy because the reason why how they found
Did she
out was
report it? And the
this
cops?
this is the thing.
Uh-huh.
No, so when they were driving their van, the guy was driving, but it kind of swerved, so somebody reported it. So the cops pulled him over,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a whole thing. He kind of like punched her arm or something,
Oh my
and
god.
then yeah, when the cops came, she was like, "Oh, I'm fine," and then they separated them.
Uh-huh.
That was the first thing, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then all of a sudden, it's like they separate them for the night.
Hi
They were
Dougie,
not supposed to
welcome.
see each other for a good day, maybe even more.
Mm.
They met up that night and left together.
Oh my god.
And then maybe a couple days later, she was pronounced like dead, like she was found somewhere. Like it was fucking crazy. So when I
Oh
was
my
like looking at
god.
this comment, it's just like it's just a start. And it's kind of sad because the person that's like the victim doesn't really like
They can't
realize that
see
they're in
it
a
through
yeah, and it's
the
hard to get out of it
uh-huh.
because they're
Yeah,
so
the cycle of
exposed.
toxicity is really hard to get
Mm,
out of sometimes,
mhm,
I feel like.
mhm,
Um man, that's so sad though. Like the problem is too sometimes you think it's okay until it's too late, right?
mhm, mhm,
Yeah.
mhm,
And the unfortunate reality of this is like men don't often have to worry about it as much as women do, right?
mhm,
And that's the really sad part about it, right?
mhm.
I mean, I think this one is a very clear he fucking hit you. That's
Yeah,
abuse.
she's not the
Uh
asshole.
I hope you wake up. I
I
hope you wake up
don't
because
like this.
you need to see this for what it is, and it is abuse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This one's a good one.
Hi
This
Denny.
one's a good one.
Yeah, this one I think this one was more there's no there I was hoping to find a couple that were a little bit more like you could see it both ways. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Um
This is
but this one
this
is
is
just very clearly husband is
yeah,
abusive. Get the fuck out of there.
yeah.
Start the divorce. Right?
Yeah, this is a sensitive, mature topic to talk
Yeah.
about, especially the first one, too. This
Dude,
crazy.
I just found these last night at like 2 a.m. Okay, so clarification: I didn't read any of these. I intentionally wanted to not read any of these. So hopefully, this one seems a lot more lighthearted. Okay,
Okay.
this one's about her cooking. Okay, someone's
Okay.
cooking. Okay, so hopefully we're fine.
Okay.
Okay, I'll read this one again. Am I the asshole for telling my sister she's not allowed to bring her homemade meal food to Thanksgiving because her cooking is ruining the meal? Oh, that's like really strong words. Ruining the meal. Okay. Every year, our family does a big Thanksgiving dinner, and we typically bring a dish or two. My sister, who's a lovely person in every other way, Jesus Christ, that just sounds so backhanded, lovely in every other way, insists on cooking something homemade every single time. The issue, she's not a great cook. And I don't just mean not great. I mean, she has somehow managed to turn classic dishes into borderline inedible creations. For context, last Thanksgiving, she showed up with her special recipe stuffing that was overseasoned with random spices like cinnamon and cardamom. Cardamom? Cardamom. How do I
Can I
pronounce that right?
stop you from
Okay.
that?
Why do you
The
have
fact that
cinnamon?
it's a special recipe,
Uh-huh.
that's a red flag. That's disaster. That's kind of like mystery meat or something.
If you're making something that's like, I mean, if you're really good at cooking and you want to like be creative about it, I think that's one thing, right? I think that if you're making something for a group setting, that is not the time to explore, okay?
Yeah.
That is not the time to explore. Cook it well, season it well, end of the story. Okay, why are you using cinnamon in seasoning? Like, or in season. Or wait, not season, what the fuck? Stuffing. That's what I
The
would say.
stuffing.
Yeah, cinnamon should
Yeah.
not go on stuffing because the whole point of it is for it to be savory, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are you using cinnamon?
If you say special to somebody,
Yeah.
I'm not eating
Uh-huh.
it.
This is my special recipe. The only type of special recipes I'll eat are the ones that are like not really special recipes. Like, this is my special recipe. What's the specialty? Oh, I added 3 eggs instead of 2. You know what I mean? Like, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, it was dry and the flavors were confusing and totally off for stuffing, I imagine. Only one person took a small bite and the rest went untouched. Another year, she brought a green bean casserole that had some kind of strange chewy texture. She admitted to using coconut milk and almond flour to experiment. No one wanted seconds of that. I think she's just obviously like doesn't like. I mean, I want to say she doesn't want to contribute, but she does. It's just she's just really stupid about when to experiment. This year,
Man.
I'm hosting Thanksgiving. Since I'm responsible for putting it all together, I wanted to keep the menu consistent so that people could actually enjoy a cohesive meal. I thought I'd avoid drama by asking her to bring non-food items instead, like wine, soda, or even some flowers. I explained to her very kindly, I thought, that I just wanted to make things easy and streamlined, and I'd handle the main dishes. But she didn't take it well. She got offended and told me I was being controlling and shutting her out of the family gathering. She then accused me of making her feel inadequate and said that Thanksgiving is about everyone contributing, not me deciding what's acceptable. I told her that everyone appreciates her effort, but that she could contribute in other ways and still be part of it. She doubled down and she said she's bringing her famous green bean casserole, whether I like it or not.
Mm.
I think for
Go on.
her,
I
it
have
just
words.
you.
I have words later.
I feel like from what I'm reading, I think she's really insecure about her cooking. I think that's what this is, and she wants to be known as like an innovative, like she's like almost trying to reimagine herself, but she doesn't yet have the skill to back it up. You know what I mean? And that's why she's so offended. It's because she genuinely wants to believe that she's good at cooking,
Yeah,
and she's
but
not.
like a good cook taste tests their shit before sending it out. Unless you're
Maybe she does. Maybe she doesn't. We don't know.
dude.
We don't know.
If she sent it out with knowing that like she taste tested
If
it,
she's bringing home the
there's
whole
something
thing
wrong.
every single time, does she not know that nobody wants it?
But the thing is, like, Oh man. Honestly, okay, this is kind of like my sister, right?
Mhm.
She's burnt eggs before. She's not that great of a
Jesus
cook.
Christ.
Yeah, okay.
You're roasting your
Yeah.
sister.
No, honestly, I be if you want to cook,
Mhm.
be straightforward, right?
Yeah.
I've worked in culinary um like since high school. So like I kind of know like
Uh-huh.
how, actual actually cook. So sometimes I even roast her, unfortunately,
Uh-huh.
because she made a chicken alfredo or like an alfredo pasta
Yeah.
and she put like some spicy Cajun sausage, right? And then I'm tasting it.
Johnny
There's
boy,
no
hello,
flavor
welcome.
with the alfredo,
Uh-huh.
but the flavor from the sausage was like overpowering it. And I was like, no fucking way she ruined pasta sauce. Like I was just really appalled and I just like I had to put red chili flakes to make it like flavorful. That's how bad it was. I,
Yeah.
yeah, I had to put extra cheese.
I mean, I think some people just never really learn how to cook. Not so much like how to follow a recipe, but never learn how to properly also cook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because yeah, I just think that could be sometimes the issue. Uh-huh.
People think they could learn recipes by looking at TikTok.
I mean, sometimes you can learn recipes from TikTok, but like I think yeah, people need to learn how to cook, and then they can learn how to follow a recipe. And
Yeah, like trial and error.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Mhm.
Okay. Now my mom and a couple family members have chimed in saying I should just let her bring whatever she wants because it's Thanksgiving and it's the thought that counts. It just feels like food waste to me. So I don't know if I'd agree with your family. They're
Mhm.
acting like I'm committing some huge offense by wanting the food to be enjoyable for everyone and not having some random experimental dishes that no one will eat. But I feel like I'm just trying to keep the meal enjoyable and frankly edible. I don't think it's wrong to want guests to actually enjoy the food, especially since I'm putting a lot of effort to host. Am I being really unreasonable here? Am I the asshole? What do you think? What would you say?
She's not the asshole. Like as I said,
Yeah.
if your cooking sucks, just let her know. Just tell her
Mm.
straight up that your cooking sucks. Nobody wants to eat it. And if she gets offended by that, that's on her. Cook better. Learn-
Cook better. I think
Cook better.
again, it's
Make
not so much that like it's the fact that she cooks something isn't what bothers me. It's the fact that she tries to be experimental with it. I think just straight up be honest with her and say like, "Hey, listen, your green bean casserole like it wasn't bad, but you're using the coconut milk or the yeah, it was like almond flour and coconut milk made the green bean casserole taste funny. I think if you should just try it with the regular one and I think it'll be really good." Right?
so like
Or like compliments the parts of the
constructive
dishes that are good,
criticism.
you know? Like you don't
Right.
have to roast the whole dish. I think it's but I still think, man, I don't know.
I don't know. I guess it's just my personality type to just be blunt about it
Yeah.
and be like,
But I mean some
"Yo,
people would
this is
appreciate that, you know? Like I would appreciate if you told me like my food fucking sucks. You know? Like
no,
that would be something
well,
I would be like, "Okay, that's great. Thank you for letting me know. Like I fucked this up." You know?
yeah, but like some people actually do get offended. So it just really
Yeah.
depends on who you're talking to.
Exactly.
But as far as family, it's just going to escalate like further. And then I totally get that like the family is just like, "Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
just let her be" and stuff like that because it's Thanksgiving, which, but like again, food waste I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't want her dish if it tastes bad. Buy food. Buy food instead. It's a lot cheaper.
Yeah. Okay, before we go to the update, let's read the comments. I want to read the comments first.
Okay.
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 Because I want to see how people are reacting. Okay. Info. How does your sister react when no one eats her food? If she reacts poorly, tries to push people to try or have seconds, and is generally sourpuss about it, then I think suggesting she take control of wines, crisps, non-baked goods is sensible. But if she doesn't comment or make a big deal, then it really doesn't sound like her cooking badly does anyone harm. No one eats it. She feels like she's contributed. This is what I was saying, right? Like
Mhm.
honestly, if no one is forced to eat it, then it's kind of fine. You know, like just let her bring it, and it's not a big deal, right? Um, My brother can't cook, but it's tradition that everyone brings something. We just make sure that he's not the only one bringing that type of dish. If he's on potatoes, trust me, at least one person is as well. 2 types of potatoes never hurts anyone, and it solves the issue when he doubtlessly brings something else so unappealingly inedible that most refuse to try.
Are you okay?
What?
There's a long word for you.
Unappealingly, I was trying to read it, but whatever. Shut up. I don't have water. Okay, my throat is dry. All right. Yeah.
But I mean, that's a thing.
This is what I was saying, right? Is she just throwing it away? This is what the comment says. Rather than throw it away, it would be better to cover the dishes to just send it home with her. At least it won't be wasted. She seems to like it. She might also realize that nobody else likes it. That's my train of thought. Just cover it up. Cover it up. Pretend it doesn't exist. Send it home with her. If she's not eating it and she's tossing it out, then that's her own fault. Maybe she'll make less.
Notice that it's like put away though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the second paragraph in that first comment, she's like, oh, she doesn't make comment or make a big deal. But like about the whole like contributing, she's mentioned it too, but now it escalated to further that she brought the green casserole anyway. So
yeah. That's it. Okay, let's read the edit. Okay. Or the update, I guess. Okay. All right. Well, things have escalated fast. Thanks to everyone who offered advice. I tried to compromise, but it's already turning into a whole thing, and Thanksgiving is still a few weeks away. After our last conversation, my sister has been pretty cagey about what she planned to make, so I reached out to my mom, hoping she could smooth things over. Instead, she got defensive, saying I'm overthinking it, and that it's just one dish. I told her I wasn't sure it was just one dish anymore, especially after hearing about my sister's grocery haul, including canned oysters and edible glitter. Then my mom let it slip that my sister has been hard at work on some creative menu. She's planning as her Thanksgiving surprise. Apparently, she's been telling the family group chat, which I wasn't included in, by the way, that I'm being controlling and that she wants to expand everyone's palate with something truly unique. To top it off, my cousin sent me a screenshot from the group chat where my sister says she's not bringing not one, but 3 dishes to Thanksgiving.
No!
She's calling them, I know, right? She's calling them her Thanksgiving trio experience, complete with their own place settings and little menu cards she's designing. I'm officially panicking because I have no idea what she's planning to serve. And from what I've heard, it's not remotely traditional. At this point, half the family thinks I'm overreacting, while the other half is texting me with things like, is she really bringing glittered sweet potatoes? I feel stuck. If I try to control it anymore, I'm the bad guy. But if I don't, Thanksgiving turns into a tasting event for my sister's avant-garde cookie. So yeah, Thanksgiving is weeks away, and it's become a family spectacle. I don't know whether to brace myself or just preemptively order pizza. So I think the thing is, I think the problem really lies not so much in like the cooking aspect, but in the control, right? Yeah. I think this person needs to have control over her own image. Like the sister needs to have control over her own image, and that's why she feels like it's so important that people find her like, oh my god, you're such a good cook, etc. You know what I would do though? Everyone who says like, oh, I'm overreacting, I would force them to eat every one of the dishes. I would genuinely force them. I'll be like, oh my god, I'd be so fucking fake. I'd be like, oh my god, sis, oh my god, like this cousin was just telling me that like they would really love all your foods. Do you think you can make them a plate and like force them to eat every single dish? And that way, like that's how you just sway public opinion. Point. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm toxic.
Yeah, that's
maybe I'm manipulative.
That's crazy. You're sabotaging your own family.
Bro, if they're gonna be mad at me, if they're gonna be like, you're overreacting, maybe you should eat the food then. Maybe you should eat the food then. Huh?
It's actually pretty valid too. Honestly, okay, to be completely honest, if my sister like had that shit for like kind of multiple years, she showed up. If it was like my turn to have like the party, I wouldn't let her in. I'd be like, hey, what did you bring first before I let you in? I want to know.
Yeah, this is what someone suggested in the comments. After seeing the OP's update, glittered sweet potatoes, what in the unholy hell spawn is that? I'm also concerned about what glitter sweet potatoes are. I'm scared about the oysters. Absolutely would be, because if you fuck up cooking oysters, that's how you get a lot of people sick. My advice would be to make so much food that there is absolutely no room on the table. and have her set up her trio somewhere else, away from the normal people food. Or
Mhm.
cancel it and have someone else host. She's doing it to disrespect you and your home, so maybe it's not worth it. I think that's what I was saying.
Oh.
I was saying, right?
Hmm.
It's kind of like a control thing, I feel like, right? It doesn't
Hmm.
feel like it's about the food. It feels like she's trying to kind of like be like, if someone says she's not a good cook, she feels like she has to have control over her image and like counter that, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She wants to exclude her own family member because of this dish. Which, I mean,
Yeah.
damn. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. But I mean, still, like, I still, like, can you go back and see if she ever, like, criticized the cooking? Like, told her to her face?
Yeah, she said she said, "Hey, do you think you can bring other stuff
No, but,
instead?"
like, did she say why?
What do you mean?
Like,
Oh,
did she
oh,
say,
oh,
like,
if she says it to her face. Um no, I think she just said, "I just wanted to make things easier and streamlined. I'd handle the main dishes." I don't think she ever says you're bad at cooking.
hmm, hmm, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you know what you could do? Like like bring really bright colored like containers so you know what's like the real normal food, and then what the whatever the fuck the sister cooked is in like
I mean,
the
I
regular
feel like
trays.
this. I feel like the second commenter has like a good idea and be
Mm,
like, with the whole food being out and just blocking blocking her dish.
yeah, yeah. Make it so that like where you put the food, it's so covered that
Uh-huh.
that they have to put it somewhere else. Like a
Yeah, I
physical
mean,
separator.
yeah, I'm actually not a fan of oysters either. I think they're really, really disgusting.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of oysters, but I understand. I know a lot of people who like oysters. But again, it has to be cooked well. You know, you can't just make it, you know?
That commenter also has a good
Mm,
ideas. Like, it's not hurting you. You don't have to eat it. So I mean, you don't have to
yeah.
eat it. Like, it's just there. I mean, yeah. Again, like I'm just being like super critical about like food, but in the at the end of the day, you don't have to eat it. So I understand.
Yeah. This is where I'm gonna agree with some people. This is like the most like I think fair way to go about it, right? It is just let her bring whatever she wants and make whatever dish she was supposed to make
Yeah.
as well, right?
But 1 to 3 is crazy.
Uh, I don't know.
Not 1 to 3.
I think this is much more of a mixed bag, and that's kind of
Yeah.
like some of this stuff, especially like the oysters, can actually genuinely be dangerous if you cook it wrong, right?
So
So
yeah.
I am genuinely worried for the people. You know, I'm hoping to God that it's not a big deal.
So what do you think? Like, you're still
Hi
mixed, or
Foxy,
like do you think
hello. How are
she's an
you?
asshole? Cause
I think kind of both, to be honest. I'm still kind of like on the fence about this because I think
Mhm,
genuinely like again, there's so many easy ways to go around this without telling her not to make anything, right? But
mhm.
I also agree that if you're cooking a shit, that like maybe you deserve to not cook.
Yeah. I think this is
uh,
just her like projecting. It's just like an emotional thing. So.
I'm kind of yeah. I'm not sure really. That's what I'm saying. It's like I feel like for both of them, it's about control, right?
Mhm,
For the OP, the writer, right? I think for them, it's about making sure that nothing goes out of bounds. And for the sister, I feel like it's about like having the control and ability to be like, oh, I contributed. Oh, I cooked something like for Thanksgiving. Like, you know what I mean?
mhm. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, okay. So, funnily enough, this is a 3-part story. So, we just read part 1. There's 2 more
What?
updates to this specific story.
What? What? There's no there's There's not an end to this? I thought.
No, that's not the end. We're gonna go on to the next part.
Oh, no fucking
Okay,
way. Oh, that's
update.
crazy.
Am I
Uh-huh.
the asshole for telling my sister she's not allowed to bring her homemade food to Thanksgiving because her cooking is ruining the meal? All right, so Thanksgiving is now just a little over 2 weeks away, and somehow things have escalated even further than I thought was possible. I thought
Uh-huh.
maybe my sister's Thanksgiving trio experience would be the peak of the drama, but well, turns out I'm wrong. Since the last update, my sister has become fully committed to making her dishes the main attraction. She's been dropping hints in the family group chat, which I'm still not included in, but shout out to my cousin for the screenshots, about how Thanksgiving will be the one to remember and calling it her Thanksgiving debut. She's apparently referring to herself as a Thanksgiving head chef. See, I feel like it's about control, right? For the sister too, and
Uh-huh.
has hinted that she's bringing some kind of culinary surprise centerpiece that will transform the whole experience. From what I can piece together, she's planning a main statement dish in addition to her original 3 side dishes. I'm picturing something equally bizarre, but on a much larger scale. And honestly, now I'm terrified. If her green bean casserole was already pushing it, I can't imagine what she thinks is worthy of being the centerpiece. Then, to make things weirder, my mom texted me privately and suggested that I step back this year and let my sister shine. So she's excited about her contributions. My mom thinks if we give her this moment, it'll make her happy and she'll get it out of her system. She even hinted that maybe I should focus on decorations and drinks instead of the main dishes, which feels like an attempt to turn hosting over to my sister without actually saying it. So now I'm left with the choice: go along with my mom's plan and let my sister essentially hijack Thanksgiving, or keep pushing back and risk a family showdown. I just wanted a nice Thanksgiving with dishes everyone would enjoy, but it seems like I'm either about to hand over the whole meal to her or prepare for some serious drama. Thanksgiving isn't even here yet, and it already feels like a circus. I'm half tempted to just sit back and see what chaos unfolds, but part of me is worried about subjecting the whole family about whatever artistic statement she has planned.
I feel like her sister cooking. I feel like this is trolling at this point. Like the fact that it's like escalating towards
Uh,
like Thanksgiving, I feel
well,
like I
there's some
feel like she,
serious stubborn people, you know? Like,
that's
I think that's
true.
totally realistic that some people are like so stubborn that they genuinely cannot handle criticism to the point of like feeling like they need to blow everything up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think this is kind of one of the situations because I know there's definitely headstrong people out there that are like, I refuse, you know,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
not a good idea. This is
Thanksgiving
this
debut.
top comment. I completely agree with this one. Maybe suggest that the entire dinner be either at your sister's house or your mother's house. That way you can go and enjoy the chaos without having to clean up before or after. And then
Yeah.
the OP commented and said, "You know what? That sounds like a genius idea. I agree. If my sister wants to take over the spotlight so badly, hosting at her house would give her all the freedom she needs to showcase her masterpieces without me having to worry about the setup, the cleanup, or the fallout. Plus, I'd get to just sit back, relax, and enjoy the chaos like the rest of the family. I could even pitch it as a way to showcase her hard work without stepping on my toes as host. If mom's already on her side, maybe she'd even help make the transition happen. At this point, I'm not sure why I didn't think of this sooner. It's the perfect solution for her main character moment and my sanity. Thank you for the idea. You might have just saved my Thanksgiving."
Damn. Kudos. Kudos to
Yeah.
Cat Frog.
And then I love this person's response. Just don't show up hungry. Eat before you go.
The same option. I don't
Yeah.
disagree.
Just I
Yeah.
would eat a bunch or like get Chick-fil-A or something beforehand. And then like I just like
Hmm.
show up like completely full.
I wouldn't have thought of that, to be completely honest.
Yeah, this is really good though. I actually agree with this idea. This idea is probably the only way you can like try to mend the relationship at this point, I feel like, right?
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I probably would have just like still had it at my place and like at the end of the day just let her do her own thing. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
at the sister's house or the mom's house,
Uh-huh.
yeah, just show up.
Grow up. All right. We're going to go on to the final update. So this is the final update of this 3-part story. Okay. Do you want to read this one?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh God, okay.
Okay.
This is long. Okay, so final update. Am I the asshole for telling my sister she's not? Okay, so that's the title. Okay, so thanks. Oh my god, I'm scared. Thanksgiving dinner is finally over, or is officially over, and I genuinely don't know where to start. Oh man. Oh, I feel like I just lived through a fever dream of culinary chaos and family drama. Oh, this is tea. And I need a moment to breathe before I can even process everything. My cousin and I are heading out for drinks to dissect all of it because honestly, what just happened deserves its own Netflix special. I'll post photos later when I get home, but for now, let me try to give you the rundown. Oh shit. Okay. So my sister showed up earlier than expected, which I should have seen coming. Okay, so now that means that she still held
It's
it at
yeah. She
her
ended up
place.
holding a slot at her place.
Okay, so she came
Mhm.
in like a storm, carrying not just her three
Marie,
dishes, but
hello,
also this
welcome.
giant platter wrapped in foil, which she clearly trying to make a big deal about. Hopefully, it's not the turkey. Oh my god.
Oh
She
my
immediately
god.
started rearranging the table, moving my dishes to the side so hers could take center stage, like she said in the group chat, I guess.
Uh-huh.
She even brought her own table runner and candles. What?
S-
Okay, saying something
Uh,
about setting the mood for a creative dining experience.
that's crazy.
This is in a restaurant. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I decided not to fight her on it because at this point I just wanted to get through the night without a blow up. So yeah, I guess she's kind of like on my side or like explanation where it's like at the end of the day, it's just let her do her own thing. Um, so her trio experience was, well, let's just say it was everything I feared and more. She started with a glittery sweet potato mash that somehow managed to taste like a mix of sugar and sand.
Ugh.
Oh, the glitter wasn't even edible glitter, it was craft. No
No
fucking
way.
way! No way! Which I didn't realize until one of the kids said, "This is crunchy," and I looked closer. Then there was a cranberry and oyster relish?
Ugh.
Yes, oysters and cranberries. It looked like someone had spilled jam into clam chowder. Oh god, I think I'm gonna be sick. The smell alone was enough to make me lose my appetite. Finally, she brought a pumpkin curry casserole that has raisins in it.
Honestly, pumpkin curry sounds good, but a pumpkin curry casserole is
That raises a lot of questions.
and
Um,
raisins too is
it doesn't belong. And this
yeah.
weird fishy smell that clung to the air for way too long. My stomach hurts, sorry.
Yeah.
Um, but
Listening to
the
this is
piece
making me lose my appetite as well.
dude, honestly, I was thinking about food. I was just texting my sister. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make clam chowder."
Now you're not gonna make clam chowder.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm getting something else. So, okay, so but the piece de resistance was her surprise centerpiece dish, which turned out to be a
You were right. It was the turkey, but just not the right kind of turkey.
was right. A gelatin mold. Yeah, she took ground turkey, mixed it with some kind of broth and seasonings, turned it into a wobbly, translucent mold shaped like a turkey. How do you even do that? She even garnished it with parsley and cherry tomatoes to make it festive. I wish I were kidding. The entire table went silent when she
Jesus Christ.
this is for my cousin, who immediately started coughing to cover up. I'm pretty sure it was a laugh. Dude, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. If my
It was like
sister did that, I
they're
would
like
disown her.
like that.
I would put this on TikTok.
Oh
I
my
do not
god.
give a fuck. I do not give a fuck. I would go viral and be like, this is not a joke. This is actually
Crazy.
real.
The parsley and cherry tomatoes on top of the turkey too. What the fuck is going on?
It's not even a garnish. Oh my god, I cannot. Okay. So things hit their peak when my mom, who has been defending her this whole time, took one bite of the gelatin mold and just froze. She didn't say anything, but you could see the regret on her face. My sister, noticing the lack of enthusiasm, decided to go on this long speech about how Thanksgiving food is too boring and how she's trying to challenge our palates. She even called my ham and mashed potatoes uninspired, which was rich coming from someone serving glitter sand
Sand
potato.
potato.
But okay, I'm gonna keep reading. Okay. The breaking point came when my aunt, who's usually the peacekeeper, tried the gelatin mold and actually gagged. to be polite about it, but my sister saw her reaction and completely lost it. She started yelling about how nobody in the family supports her and how we're all stuck in the past with our unoriginal food. She even accused me of sabotaging her dishes by not hyping them up enough to everyone. At this point, half the table was trying not to laugh, and the other half was just staring at their plates, probably wondering how we got there. Dude, what are you talking about? She was in the group chat with the family and the mom was on her side. So she can't be like a
Yeah.
hypocrite and say like you didn't support this. They were all in the group chat. And then the sister's like, I told you so. I warned you guys.
Yeah.
Now this is happening. And I feel like she's like one of those people is like, oh, Thanksgiving food is so woke. I feel like that's like a thing. I feel like that's
Uh-huh.
like her type of
That's
personality.
what I'm saying. I feel like she needs to be viewed in a certain way. Like she feels like she
Mhm.
needs to be that person, right?
I wonder if
Like a
she's a younger
like you know those people who like feel like they have to be perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
but
like they'll
this is
get
not
upset if
perfect.
anyone disagrees, you know?
I So, okay. So my sister ended up storming out of the house before, but not before saying something along the lines of, "You'll regret not appreciating my vision when I'm famous." She left most of her food behind, which my cousin and I quietly threw out after dinner. The rest of the night actually turned out pretty nice once the tension was gone. My dad's emergency ham was a lifesaver. So they had a backup. And everyone agreed that next year we're either going to a restaurant or just skipping Thanksgiving altogether. Oh, they shouldn't do that. I feel like just buying, like,
Uh-huh.
catering or stuff would be better.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
they
going
didn't
to a
have to, like,
restaurant is
cook it.
fine too. It's really not that big a deal. Most
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, this is gonna sound so weird, but almost every single Thanksgiving that I've had in the past, like 4 to 5 years, has been going to like Korean barbecue. Like I don't go and eat like a traditional Thanksgiving dinner, but I
Oh,
spend time
take
with
me
my
with
family.
you.
You know what I mean?
Take me with you, bro. Last year, it
Uh
was catering because
huh.
my kitchen was being remodeled,
Yeah.
and my mom usually makes a turkey,
Hmm.
but there was no oven, so we decided to do catering
Uh huh.
from, like, Stonefire Grill or, like,
Uh huh.
somewhere. Dude, that turkey was so fucking dry.
Really? I'm
Yeah,
not that
and I would just
surprised.
yeah,
Catering can go really good or really bad sometimes. I feel like that's just
yeah,
how it
and then
is.
I spoke to my friend
Uh
and
huh.
was like, "Hey, I'm craving Raising Cane's."
So you got cadence. That's crazy.
No, I just started eating I think I got, like, got McDonald's or something because
Uh,
anything was so much better than that catering thing, and I was like and then by the time I got there
I
after
can't
work, like, the
imagine
food was
you
gone.
being in this story though. Like you would just dead ass not show up. I feel like.
I had to for
Uh-huh.
family's sake,
Mhm.
because like, I'm an Asian family, like, a Filipino
Mhm.
family that family is basically stuck together.
Yeah.
So me, if I didn't show up, everybody would be like texting me, "Where you at? Where you at? You have to be here." Yeah, no, it's a thing, dude. And yeah. So for the last, I guess the last paragraph,
Yeah.
like so now I'm here sitting wondering how this even became my life. God, that's a roller coaster. I'll post photos later because you all need to see the turkey gelatin mold to believe it. But for now, I'm off to grab a drink or three with my cousin to laugh, cry, over
Laugh slash
everything that went
cry.
down. Live, laugh, love these conditions. This Thanksgiving was truly something else, and I don't know whether to feel relieved it's over or brace myself for whatever fresh chaos my sister has planned for next year. Stay tuned for photos. It's going to be worth it. Did she post
I
photos? Please
wonder
tell me.
where we can see if they posted
Can
photos.
you go on her profile?
Yeah.
Post, post, post.
Maybe
If she
comments.
didn't post photos, I'm going to be so mad. She didn't post photos, huh? Ah,
No, they didn't post
what if this was all a
anything.
lie?
I think it could be very much so because people were suspecting that the story is fake.
That's fucked up. Because she didn't post photos. But it was a very good like story if it was fake. But yeah, like I don't agree of them like saying like just because of this Thanksgiving dinner that they should just completely shut out like Thanksgiving altogether as a family. Um but good God, when I saw foil pan thingy and it said turkey gelatin mold, I almost like gagged.
Yeah,
What is this comment? It's pretty long. What the fuck?
Someone apparently put uh a prompt, and this is what it came out with. And so apparently it was mashed potatoes with real glitter, turkey gelatin mold, and cranberry oyster relish.
Oh, so then it could be a fake story.
So that's what I
She
think people are
decided
saying.
it. Oh, that's lame. Yeah, because after that, like the OP didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm disappointed because that was hella
I think
tea.
it is. Yeah, the story was good, but like, man, if it's all AI bullshit, then that's not as fun.
That's
I want to
lame. But
believe that your sister brought glitter fucking mashed
because
potatoes.
nobody could be that stupid, right? No,
Yeah.
everybody knows about edible
That's
glitter.
the thing too. I feel like the clash of like control. That's why I was like, I don't know, man. Like it sounds like it's a control thing. I think part of that was just because like the story didn't make sense from the beginning, right? Like there
Mm-hmm.
was no real actual issue. We need the forbidden jelly turkey. If you would like to make it and eat it, you are welcome to. But I will not be going near anything that is gelatin, unless it's Jello.
Forever,
If it's
forever.
the only type of gelatin I enjoy is Jello, okay, and that's it. That's
Yes,
the
yes,
extent.
yeah.
That's the extent of my gelatin enjoyment. Okay,
Damn, so much for me eating clam chowder today.
dude, I was gonna say
I was so excited.
you're gonna still eat clam chowder. That's crazy.
No, I'm not. I was so looking forward to it
Okay,
earlier, but when I was reading it, nah, I
uh-huh.
don't think so. No, thank you.
Okay, I'll let you read this one because I read the
Oh,
updates.
oh, okay, okay. More tea.
Uh-huh.
Am I the asshole for suing my neighbor after their kid trespassed and fell into my koi pond?
Ooh, koi is really expensive though.
I
Koi fish are
yeah.
really expensive, and you have to literally like
Take
genuinely,
care.
yeah. They are very easily killed, and you need to
Oh,
ship them literally from places that grow them, right? You can't just have
yeah.
like,
Or like somebody that has
yeah.
a farm. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, yeah, my aunt has a koi pond actually in her backyard. It's crazy. So I get it. Okay. So I,
Uh-huh.
22 male, have a koi pond in my backyard. It's not just any koi pond, it's a full-blown professionally designed Japanese garden with a whoa. That's money. With a bridge, waterfalls, and koi that cost more than my car. I'm talking 1,000 for a single fish. That's crazy. Maintaining this pond is my pride and joy. I've put years into this hobby, and my yard is
Yeah.
securely fenced with
Clearly,
no
if you
trespass.
have a fully blown, professionally designed Japanese garden, you're fucking serious about the koi pond. Like, this is like a level of seriousness that is like, it surpasses a hobby. You know what I mean?
You rich, rich, if you say
Yeah.
that. Okay, so enter my neighbor, Karen, fake name but fitting. Karen has a son, let's call him Timmy. He's 8, who is notorious for wandering into other people's yards uninvited. I've talked to Karen multiple times about this. She just brushes it off with kids will be kids. Last week, while I was out running errands, I got a frantic call from Karen. Apparently, Timmy climbed over my fence to feed the fish, even though I've explicitly told him to stay out. In doing so, he slipped, fell into the pond, and destroyed part of my carefully maintained ecosystem. Several of my prize koi, died
That's
due to
so sad.
stress, and the filtration system was damaged because of the debris Timmy kicked in. Luckily, Timmy wasn't seriously hurt, just a few scrapes, but Karen has been demanding I pay for his medical bills. Okay, first of all, bitch, your kid was the one that went into
Yeah.
another person's property.
I think the
Um,
problem is she's an enabler too. She enables her
yeah,
kid to be a problem.
yeah, and says kids will be kids. That no, if you really say that, you're really not like
Yeah.
raising them right. She claims my pond is an attractive nuisance and that I should have had a cover or something to prevent kids from falling in. I argued that one, it's a private fence property, and two, her son had no business being there in the first place. When I refused to pay, Karen Lawson started bad mouthing me to the whole neighborhood, calling me heartless and a terrible person. I've since filed a lawsuit against her for the cost of the koi, the damage to my filtration system, and my repairs over 5,000 in total. Some of my
Hi
friends think I'm
Isabella,
taking it too far,
welcome.
saying he's just a kid, but others agree that Karen should have been watching him better. So Reddit, am I the asshole for suing my neighbor for after her kid trespassed and destroyed my pond?
Okay,
Um,
what are your thoughts?
he okay. Again, my
Uh-huh.
personality is really like very straightforward and blunt, and very headstrong. So
Uh-huh.
I feel like he's not the asshole.
I absolutely
And
agree though. I think that
yeah,
like the reality of it is especially if it's fenced off. Like I could see
yeah,
fault if it wasn't like if Timmy literally didn't have to climb the fence to get into this garden and Timmy had just like fallen over, right? Like let's say I don't know, like you left the gate
mhm,
open or something and a dog came through and ate one of your koi, right? Then that's like kind of like that's your own responsibility, right?
mhm,
Because you left the gate open. There's like obviously that can be
mhm.
kind of like viewed that way, right? But in the sense that like Timmy literally had to climb over a fence to even get to where the koi fish are, you know,
I
really,
wonder I wonder if he like is suing and then he has that evidence.
uh
Like
huh.
it would be so
I would
good if
hope
he
that
had
he
video.
has like a camera or something pointed towards the
Yeah.
garden,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I was thinking. But yeah, I don't think he's an asshole because one, the
Uh-huh.
mom is not watching him,
Yeah.
especially if he's 8. Like, you would also call Child Protective Services, not gonna lie, but,
Uh,
that's a different
I mean,
story.
yeah. I think the problem is the mom is too much of an enabler. I think that's the
Yeah,
reality of it. She's
and the fact sorry, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say she just genuinely does not care what her son does.
Yeah, and the fact that she told him to pay for the medical expenses is
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Also, it's like a few scrapes too.
Yeah,
So I'm like, I don't know what medical expenses you want me to pay
m
for the band-aids. Like for
maybe
the
it's because,
Neosporin, like, okay, sure.
yeah, maybe it's because she knows that he's rich enough to pay for that, that he's, trying to
Yeah.
get money out of
I think
this, but
that's the truth.
it should be the reverse.
Yeah, I agree. The top comment pretty much says, not the asshole. Mom needs to supervise the kid better. Hi Tenchi.
Dude, that sucks though. Like,
Damn, I
koi
know.
fish, like
The fact
especially
that the fish
spending that
died.
much money and then taking care is no joke.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everyone is agreeing not the asshole. I feel really terrible that, um, yeah, I feel like I don't know, man.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's not they're not the asshole. Like they're even saying
Yeah,
like you should sue her for the damages towards the pond, not just fixing it
mhm.
because that's basically your possession. Like koi fish are you could say it's like it's a
I
pet
was
or
trying to
something, but
see if we could find
mhm.
the koi fish. Like the koi fish. No, I don't think they have it. I mean, pretty much everyone agreed not the asshole. I don't see any way you could be the not be an asshole for having someone come in and damage your property. To be honest,
Yeah.
this one is of the similar vein. I think this is a very similar story to the one we
Oh
just read.
no.
Am I the asshole for suing my cousin for $6,000 to pay for my hearing aids after he threw me in the pool? My family is all on my cousin's side for this issue, and I wanted some outside judgment. My cousin, 25, has always been the golden child of our generation. He's funny, good looking, outgoing, not to mention a boy amongst girls. He's always loved to mess around and play pranks. For the record, I really dislike this cousin. I think he's irresponsible, childish, and annoying. Okay, so off to a great start. The personal heat. I've
Mhm.
had hearing problems for years. I recently got a $6,000 pair of hearing aids. Hearing aids are really expensive, by the way. I don't think people realize how expensive hearing aids are, but they are really expensive, especially good ones. Recently, at my grandmother's birthday party, we were all eating and drinking on the back porch. My grandmother has a pool. My cousin decided he was going to throw me into the pool because it would be funny to ruin my hair that I just had got done that day. I think, okay, cousin already looking real bad. I
Mhm.
repeatedly told him to stop and put me down in a very serious and not playful at all tone. He threw me in the pool and my hearing aids were ruined. Afterwards, when I told him what happened, he basically said, "Whoops, didn't know you had hearing aids now." When I told him the cost of them and that he would have to replace them, he freaked out and said, "No way." My family didn't want me to make him pay for them because I significantly out earn him and also everyone else in the family. He was in college at the time, barely making ends meet in a call center job. His girlfriend and him have a baby and they had live in a 1 bedroom apartment. He refused to pay, so I took him to court. I won. He refused to make payments after, so I took him back to court, and his wages are now being garnished for the maximum amount, which is 20%. It pushed him over the edge of what he could afford, so he's had to work extra and drop out of college to be able to pay the rent. My family is absolutely fuming at me. I think he made one bad choice after the other, and he has never given a sincere apology during the whole ordeal. Had he given me a real apology after the incident, asked if he could wait till he finished school to pay me back, I would have been fine with it. But the entitled little prick is digging his feet in every little move. Am I the asshole? The only reason I could see me maybe being the asshole is because it's affecting his child and his girlfriend.
Don't fucking do what you did.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard of this story before.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if like on TikTok.
I mean, not even like just word by word, but like similar to these, like where like you know what? It kind of reminds me of like Silent Voice, you know, where they just
yeah, where he bullies.
Yeah, and then like takes away the hearing aids, and then but instead of suing him, like the mom rips the earrings off the ears.
I don't remember that part of the show.
Really? It was like
remember.
A brief moment. Like they start like yelling at each other like silently, or like the mom yelled at the other mom, and then you could kind of see blood coming out.
That sounds like it hurts.
Yeah, no, that would hurt because ripping off hearing aids actually really hurts.
Really? I've never worn hearing aids before, so I wouldn't know. But I imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, just in general, if anything is attached to anybody, why would you forcibly remove it? Like even if it's like, if just from my like train of thought, it's like if I'm holding a broom and you rip the broom out of my hand, like I don't know why you would do that. You know what I mean, right? Like if you're touching something or wearing something or anything like that, like just don't touch other people's stuff, man. Like I don't understand. I think in this case, also like I can understand if the cousin is like 12 and they pushed him into the pool and it's a kid, right? They don't know any better, right? The cousin is 25. This is a full ass grown adult who's just being childish, who didn't realize that he was throwing hearing aids, and who clearly threw him into the pool. And like, I will say, part of me thinks that this person was a little harsh, especially because like he had to drop out of college and stuff like that, right? And then later on, he's like, oh, well, if he just said sorry and would pay me after college, then I would have been fine with that. You know what I mean? But I think the reality of it is that also that the person couldn't trust the cousin to pay it, right? And so I probably can completely agree. Also, like, he didn't pay it. So actually, never mind. I take that back. The fact that they had to sue him for the hearing aids and then had to sue them again for the wages to be garnished kind of proves that they had no intention of paying the $6,000 anyways.
Yeah, I'm just like trying to understand. I'm trying to reread it. To refuse to pay, so I took him to court. I won. And he refused to pay. Well, I mean, he had to take him again. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I was gonna say like maybe like he should have just said you can pay me after college, but like again, I don't know if I honestly don't think that this person could trust the cousin to pay, and clearly their mistrust was founded because they tried not to pay twice.
Yeah.
Imagine having a court order to pay and then you refuse to pay.
Yeah, because you're just telling the court that like you're refusing the system, basically.
Yeah, essentially, like you already lost the lawsuit, buddy. Like it's the law is not on your side.
Yeah. They could have just made a payment plan too.
Yeah, 20% is a lot, though. I will say 20% garnish is really high.
I mean, he could have just went with the first one instead of taking him to court the first time. If you only paid like you were asked, it could have just went under the rug. But now he's like, nah, I'm not gonna pay it, and then took him to court. Now he's serious about it. Now he's like facing the consequences.
Yeah, it seems like he.
And you're basically like, they want him. A disabled person.
Yeah, they just want them. I think they think like, oh, it's only $6,000. Just like, you know what I would have done if my family is mad at me. What I would have said is, then you pay the $6,000. Like if you want him to be fine, he doesn't have to drop out of college, etc. Then you guys pay me the $6,000. Then he can pay you guys back because it shouldn't be my problem. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the reality is, then that's when the family will back off, and they're not gonna be really willing to pay anymore, and like that's the issue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is.
I think it's really interesting.
But yeah, not the asshole, because like he knew his gut
Mm.
that his cousin wasn't gonna do this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like it's justified.
Huh.
And then like the fact that, because like it's no excuse, like even if like he's making ends meet, a lot of people are. But like if it's your fault, own up to it. And it's like his family being mad at him, like you literally ruined his like everyday thing. Like he needs to hear. You know?
Yeah.
Like hearing aids are expensive.
I genuinely think though that like again, it's the family siding with the cousin is really weird to me because like, yeah, like so I think the only part that is like oh he out earns this person, but that doesn't mean that the money is any less valuable, right? Because clearly, if they need hearing aids and stuff like that, then they have some expenses that are going to be high, right? So, yeah, honestly, what I would just say is that to me, get the family to pay you. If the family doesn't want to pay you, then that's when I would say I'd start suing too. I'd say, hey, if you guys think I should just ignore it, then you guys pay me the $6,000. Otherwise, I will sue my cousin. So either make your decision. Either I'm getting my money one way or another, right? Right. So that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fucked up that they're siding with the cousin in general. That's another I feel like relatively easy one though. Okay.
Oh no way!
Shit.
I just read the title.
Okay. Am I the asshole for forcing my son to give me half of quote unquote his income? Okay. I won the lottery. $1,000 a day for life. I'm 58. My son is 19. I went to him and told him that I wanted to make a deal. I would give him the ticket. In return, he would give me half of the money until I die. Then he gets all the money. He said he needed to think about it. He came back and said it wasn't really fair for me to want half. He said that I could live another 40 years. That he might need the money more and I should take 20%. I said I would think about it. I signed the ticket and claimed the lump sum. I'm seeing a lawyer to set my son up for life. His education would be paid for. When he gets older, he will be able to purchase a home for free, basically. A trust fund will be set up so he gets a good amount of money for the rest of his life. Now he is pissed that I went back on my offer. I thought I was being smart, but didn't realize how greedy he was. He also told my ex about the money, and she is pissed that I'm not giving her anything. We have been divorced for years. I owe her nothing. No, I won't give you anything if you ask. There's a reason that I'm using a throwaway. Okay. What a fucking idiot, dude. What a fucking moron. Actually, the biggest dumbass I know. If somebody offered me literally like 40 years worth of $1,000, right? Like, why the fuck would I not do it? Like, I wouldn't care if they gave me 10% of that. You know what I mean? It's free fucking money. Just be grateful.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was thinking about it. I was like, wait, I had to reread it again because I thought it was his son that was going to give him the money. I was like, okay, this guy is kind of greedy.
No.
But I'm reading it now that his son, okay, he shouldn't even be entitled to that money.
He's not.
Like,
he straight up isn't, right?
Yeah, he should be glad that his dad
Hi, Clutter. Welcome.
is giving
How
him
are
money
you?
for his future.
Yeah, he's just offering free money. Why would you not just say yes? 50% is a lot. Like holy shit, dude. That's so stupid. That's actually so dumb. $1,000 a day? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
500.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's $1,000 a day, but it's $500 a day? Are you fucking stupid? Take the fucking money. Why would you say no? Are you dumb? Are you fucking stupid? I would have said yes. Oh my god, thank you for even considering me. Are you fucking dumb? Like, oh my god. $500 a day? Are you serious?
I totally get it.
Yeah,
no,
$180K a year. $180K a year. That's what you lost. You fucking moron.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
honestly, kids just want to just spend money because a lot of kids now, generation wise,
Uh-huh.
they're very materialistic,
Yeah,
you
I think
know?
so
And
too.
because he is 19, he's not he is like adult, but he's not like mature as an
Yeah.
adult.
Mhm.
So in his mind, he's like, why isn't he giving me the money for me to spend it? Because he could probably be one of those kids and be like,
The
hey,
thing is
my dad
too,
has money.
like this is what kind of like confuses me. He said, "Oh, I could live another 40 years." Right. Like so you want you want your dad to die sooner so you can get more money? I'm really confused. And then on top of that, like who the fuck do you think your dad is going to give money to when he dies? It's going to be you, dumbass. It's going to be
No,
you. Just take
he
the
doesn't
fucking
have
money.
to. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. Like, as far as like will
Yeah.
goes, like he doesn't have to. He's not entitled to that money. You know, like he could probably put like
Yes.
is like, don't give any money to my son. I'm just gonna donate this to something
No,
else.
I know, but I'm saying like realistically, right? Like who would be the first person who would benefit if he was gonna give it to someone, right? He's a divorced ex, right? Like a divorced ex, so it's just his son. It's basically his son and his ex-wife. That's it. So like, why would you not just take the money? Take the 50%.
I yeah, dude, the son is a fucking
What a
idiot.
fucking
He's
idiot!
not really. He's not
Actually,
really
a fucking
thinking.
moron, bro. It pissed me off reading this because I'm
Yeah,
like, what a
no,
fucking idiot. If my dad offered me $10 a day, I would fucking take that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like it doesn't matter what the fucking amount is. You're getting gifted money. Why would you? What the fuck are you thinking?
yeah, yeah.
Actually,
I don't
actually
understand.
crazy.
Actually, smooth brain.
Yeah. This is what I was saying. If I won the lottery, this would be a secret between me, God, and the IRS.
Yeah, honestly, you don't. Okay, so the thing is that a lot of news outlets like tend to find out who won the lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your name is out there. And then yeah, so I
Uh,
honestly, if I won the lottery, I would fucking keep it a secret, but
uh.
there would be signs. I would have so many cats.
You have so many cats.
I would
Uh,
adopt them all.
okay. I mean, this is just stupid. I think this was just straight stupid. Like, obviously, your son is a moron. I don't blame you at all for keeping the money. If my son was turning down $180,000 because he wanted more than that, I'd be like, you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry, you're a moron. I'm not giving
You're
you
like,
anything.
sucks. Too bad.
Okay. This one is, I think, this one might be spicy. Okay, just reading from the
Okay,
title. Okay, do you want to read?
sure. Just by
We only
looking at
have a
the
few more of
title.
these, by the way.
No, you're good. Am I the asshole for announcing our pregnancy at my brother's wedding after he proposed at mine? Oh no.
Shit.
Okay. Okay. My brother said he was going to propose at my wedding. I told him no. That it was a day about myself and my wife, and we did not want any distractions. My mom lost her shit. She said that he wanted family he might not see again for a while to be a part of the proposal. I said I did not give a shit, and then sorry, I wouldn't give a shit either. And then that if he did it, I would have him kicked out. He did it, and my mom said if I tried kicking him out, she would leave too. I remember seething inside. My brother got married last weekend. Instead of a welcome to the family toast, I used the time to announce that we were expecting our first baby. My mom was upset, but my grandmother told her to sit down and shut up. We spent most
Yes,
of
grandma.
yeah, we spent most of the reception talking to the family we could not see again for a while about our coming baby. So my mom says I was an asshole for taking attention away from my brother on his wedding day. She got really mad when I reminded her that she threatened to leave my wedding if I kicked him out after he proposed. I have the screen cap of the text messages. Um, so I feel like
Uh-huh.
that the brother stole the spotlight
Uh-huh.
because marriage, it's their day. You
Yeah.
have to respect that. And
I
the
feel
fact
like
that he
the problem
yeah.
is too that he did ask. He was
Mhm.
told no. You were
Yeah,
told
he was
no,
told
you
no.
fucking
Yeah.
moron.
He did not respect it. Yeah. And I'm just like,
Uh-huh.
okay, so back at him, dude. Like, honestly, if that shit happened, like, I would be like, yo, fuck off. Like, I even have the mic. I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? This is
Yeah.
not your day. You're
On it,
ruining my
like,
day.
this is the way I think of it. Like, if
Mm.
my mom said she was gonna leave, I kicked them out too. I'd kick my mom out too. I'd say you can go too as well. Like, you both can
Yeah,
leave. Yeah, you both
yeah,
are welcome to leave.
yeah. There's the door, bitch.
Yeah, like I'm taking disrespect from no one. I don't care if they're my family or not. Okay, like, but I understand that me and you are probably more confrontational than most people.
Yeah, yeah. I know a lot of
Mhm.
people are like very shy when it comes to
Yeah,
these things, but the fact that he did that on her wedding or his
yeah,
wedding day, I don't know, like that is just really disrespectful. It's not about you.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just so fucked. I think it's
I'd be
actually so
throwing
fucked.
hands, man.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm throwing hands. If I say no, I mean no, bitch. I didn't say
Yeah.
maybe. I said no. And
Yeah.
if you pull that shit, I will kick your ass. Okay.
Yeah. If I ever get married, like I would be fucking pissed. I would be like calling out everybody, especially like my
Mhm.
family, be like, "Why did you do that? Why?" Like, and then if everybody is just like siding on them, I was like, "This wedding is over. Like, I'm leaving. Goodbye." Like,
No, I mean you are agreed on this. I'd probably kick my
yeah.
brother's ass if this happened. Okay. Fuck this guy. What an asshole. The fact that he was
Fuck 'em.
told no, even if, like, listen, like, I'm thinking of it from my perspective. Okay. If my brother said no, right?
Mhm.
And my mom said yes, I would still grow with my brother's no because it's his wedding, right? It's not
Mhm.
my mom's wedding. It's my brother's wedding, right? That's why I'm like, I could never have the audacity to still try to propose on my
Yeah.
brother's wedding after he said no.
Yeah.
It's
Unless
so
you had the
stupid.
blessing.
It's so
Yeah.
dumb.
I feel
Yeah.
like the mom has some favoritism towards
Oh,
the brother.
absolutely. I think the mom is manipulative as fuck, right? I think the reality is probably after after OP said no, and told his brother no, right? I think the mom probably told his brother to still do it. I think that's what happened,
You
right?
know, Midas, I feel like most
Uh-huh.
of the "Am I the asshole?"
Uh-huh.
is mostly about family. So are you good?
No, keep in mind these are randomly selected. Okay, I literally just chose like some of the top ones that I've never heard of before. Okay,
Yeah, but I
so
was like, man,
yeah, these are
this
not.
is like
Yeah,
a
let me
pattern here.
clarify. None of these. I love my family. Me and my family get along real well. Okay, this is the this is this has nothing
Yeah,
to do. Fair
secretly.
question because I realize now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of these are about family and
Yeah.
special events in families going fucking wrong. Okay, me and my family are fine. Okay, don't sweat
Okay.
it.
Good.
I love the grandma part though. I love the grandma
Yeah.
part. The grandma's like, "Fuck you, sit the fuck down."
Mm.
Okay, we could skip some of these "Am I the asshole" ones. And we could go to the ones that are just straight up like stories. Um, are you interested in this one? Am I the asshole for letting my kids loot my brother's house to prove a point?
What?
I'm a little confused about that one. Let's save that one. I think I like that one. Am I the asshole for not tipping after overhearing what my waitress said? I feel like this is gonna be obvious though, right? Like if you're rude,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a little obvious. Am I
Yeah,
the
it could be
asshole for slapping
spicy.
a teenager?
What?
Okay,
Go?
we'll save that one. We'll save that. Am I the asshole for
Yeah.
saying no to my girlfriend's tradition? What does this tradition mean?
What is a throwaway? Oh, I think you should say this.
Okay. Am I the
I think
asshole
it
for being truthful and admitting that I found my wife unattractive after her surgery?
Oh my god, yes. I wanna
Okay, you want that
I
one? Okay.
wanna react to
Okay.
that one.
This is so I went to another section called Best of Reddit's updates. So it's like stories about what happened to someone's like person. Sometimes it's an "Am I the asshole?" Sometimes it's like the r/advice or something like that, right? This one
Uh-huh.
said, sat down on my friend's MacBook and broke it. Offered to pay her the money for it, but now she wants more because she was upgrading anyways.
I feel like
So
this is obvious of an answer though. Oh, and then just a
yeah,
reminder, I'm not the OP.
yeah, because
Yeah,
these are the updates.
yeah. I
Okay,
mean, I'd skip it because
okay.
like
I feel like
I
I'm a
have
little
like a
obvious, yeah.
straight answer for that.
What about this one? Am I the asshole? I want to adopt my or not sorry, not am I the asshole. I want to adopt my sister after my dad's death. My wife refused because we agreed on no children. I feel like this one's gonna be dark.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah, I
that's a
don't think that
little
was a
bit
little too dark for us. I think.
yeah. Yeah, that's
There's no
pretty
happy there's nothing happy that's ever gonna happen in that one.
yeah.
I want to start calling my adoptive mom mom instead of her name. That one's gonna be
I feel
wholesome.
like this would be
Yeah,
wholesome.
we'll save that. We'll save that one for the end. I'm gonna drag that one to the end. So,
Okay.
okay. My wife and her
Wait, what
best
was the
friend.
last one? What was that? Okay,
What?
this one. Can we do this one? My wife got her best friend accused of me having an affair. They got
Okay, we'll do this one. We'll do this one.
like
We're
these.
gonna. Okay. There's this one. I'm leaving my wife tomorrow, and I couldn't be happier. Some of these are really like crazy titles.
Yeah, they are. That's crazy.
I kind of just want to know what happened without like actually like talking about this.
That's a long fucking post. What the fuck? Reminder: I'm not the original poster. What?
Basically, the wife is just a little financially abusive. That's what this is about.
Oh, I see.
And like he makes money and she just takes the money, but she doesn't want to be in a relationship with him, so she just like uses her money. Anyways, okay. This one I clicked on it. I was like, this one sounds kind of fucking crazy. My boyfriend is going to cry, and I don't feel bad about it. In fact, I'm excited.
That's a kink. That's a kink.
What do you mean? I don't think it's kink related. I think it's like a revenge thing. Okay, I don't know. We'll save that one. We'll save that one. A lot of the rest of these are really short, so we can breeze through these. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Am I the asshole for letting my kids loot my brother's house to prove my point? Okay. My brother and his family came for a visit last month. My kids and I play with Legos, and we have fun leaving little dioramas around our house. Just silly stuff like a fight between Iron Man and Darth Vader on the loot llama. It's just our way of leaving Easter eggs around the house. My nephew really liked them and decided to take a few home. When we noticed they were missing, I asked my brother to bring them back. He said that it was just kids being kids and that he would want them back and that he would them back next time, give them back, I think, next time we saw each other. I saw him for coffee and reminded him beforehand that I wanted our stuff back. He forgot to bring the toys. Okay, game on. We went over to his place for barbecue. I told my kids that unless all our stuff was returned to us when we got there, literally anything in our house was fair game. Jesus Christ! Like the godless barbarians they went to town. When we left, I don't think there were any remotes, small electronics, or beer mugs left at his house. I actually had to sneak the dog back into his house before we left. Jesus Christ, they took the dog. I started getting calls on our way home. I ignored them. When I got home, I returned his calls. He said a bunch of stuff was missing from his house. I said I would check with the kids. He said I fucking knew well what happened and he wanted his shit back. I said I would box it up and return it the next time we saw each other, as long as we got our Legos back. He was at my house with my Lego later that evening. He had even accidentally included stuff that wasn't ours. I returned it and his stuff. I told him that this is how we would be dealing with his kids in the future. He's pissed off that he had to go make a special trip to return our stuff. My parents think there's a huge difference between an 8-year-old taking Lego minifigures and a couple of teenagers pillaging their uncle's house. Am I the asshole? Wow.
What the fuck?
I think you are the asshole. A little bit. Especially if you took the fucking dog, bro. The
Dude,
poor dog.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, I think I kind of agree with the statement. An 8-year-old taking some Lego minifigure. Like, it depends on how much, too, right? Like, how many Lego minifigures are we talking about? Because if we're talking about, like they took one fucking set, right? Or they took, like 2 sets, you know what I mean? Like, not, like, full, like pre-built sets, but I'm saying, like one little pieces of, like 2 or 3 minifigures, right? And that's all they took. Like, yeah, I would pressure them to find it, but I would also not like say it's okay to ransack a house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it was clearly an overreaction, but I don't know. What do you think? Hi, Finn. Welcome.
The fact that they took the dog.
The fact that they took the dog is hilarious to me.
How did that even pass? What the
What I would have done is told them to take the Legos back from the 8-year-old's room, or take the 8-year-old stuff, you know, and then the 8-year-old will know that that's how it feels like to be stolen from, and then maybe they can learn a lesson, right?
Mhm.
Ransacking the whole house, I think a little extreme. Taking the dog, especially, a little extreme. But
Jesus Christ, dude.
yeah. What do you think?
Um, oh,
Asshole,
like
not the asshole.
asshole.
You say asshole?
Yeah, I think he's also just being petty. Like,
Yeah.
I love how that they even took the dog. An 8-year-old would not know. But like it's an 8-year-old. Like they like I mean they wouldn't know better, but like I mean they that's crazy. The fact that just Legos and whatever and then the fact that you took even more like a sentimental like a pet from their own
Yeah.
home. I think that like is taking it a little bit too extreme. And then
Uh, I mean, pretty much everyone's saying not the asshole, but oh, so here, this is what they said. This is maybe a little bit more context to this. This is a quote apparently from them. Thing is, until the Great Pillaging, the brother had no intention of returning the stuff. It was going to be, I forgot a few more times until it was little Billy's really dashed at toys and should be playing with Legos.
so it could just be it's the parents, I
Mhm.
guess, is the reason why like
The
that
parents are
this
enablers
happened.
again. Yeah, I think that's what
Yeah.
this is. It's another situation where the parents are enablers, and that's why the kid is okay with being an ass. If
Mhm.
this happened to me though, I feel like it's a disproportionate response. Like if you were really like if you had told me twice, right? That I like if you had told me twice and then you decided to come over and just take it, I think that would be fair, right? You know what I mean, right? Like if you came over to my house and you took back the stuff that was missing or whatever, that is fine with me, right? I think ransacking the house is a little extreme. I think especially taking the dog back, crazy. Um, yeah, I feel like it feels a little petty, and people are gonna say, "Oh, well, it's like, you steal something from me, I'm gonna steal something from you," but it's just like it's a different level of stealing. You know what I mean? Yeah, people are gonna say not the asshole. I'm gonna say the asshole. I'm gonna disagree with most people.
Yeah, I'm gonna disagree as
You're
well.
gonna disagree as well. Okay. All right. This is the one you wanted to read, right? Am I the asshole for slapping a teenager? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
I, 32 female, was at a water park this weekend with my husband, 32 male, and my daughter. We were in one of the pools practicing swimming and keeping to ourselves. There was a group of teen boys there, and while I was working with my daughter on swimming, one of them came up behind me, and I felt a tug on the strings on my top, untying it. I spun around, saw this 15 to 17-year-old with a smirk, and slapped him. This quickly caused a scene. The park staff got involved as well as the boys' parents who were livid at me. My husband and another lady saw it happen and confirmed that he really did grab my top. There's also camera around the pool that kind of show it and it wasn't the best angle. The boys' parents threatened assault charges and I threatened sexual assault charges if they decided to go that way. Eventually, we were both asked to leave and haven't heard anything since. My husband though still thinks I overreacted a bitch, which I don't. What? Excuse
Uh,
me?
no.
Wait.
I'm kind of confused about the husband. I think though it was more. I think the husband is more so trying to play like peacekeeper than like than like
No.
I
I
yeah,
think
I
he's
I
being a
disagree as well,
peacekeeper.
but I think that's his angle is like, hey, like let's not hopefully nothing escalates from this. So, but I
No,
still
but
think that's
still,
stupid.
like there was options. Like if
Yeah.
they wanted to sue, they could sue right back because you have camera footage
Yeah.
and then you have multiple witnesses. And the fact that this minor is doing this to an
Uh-huh.
adult, I
I
would
mean,
probably have the same reaction too.
if it was like some 8-year-old that accidentally pulled it, I can understand. But like a 15,
Yeah,
17-year-old intentionally
they
doing
clearly
it,
know.
absolutely
Mhm.
slap the fucking shit out of this kid. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I would hope that like if I was in this situation too, I would want my partner to slap the shit out of the kid. If not, I'd fucking slap the shit out of the kid. Like maybe it's probably better that my partner does it because I probably wouldn't hold back. But like, you know what I mean? I feel like
Mhm.
this is absolutely yeah. I would absolutely not be okay with this. I think the husband saying that he overreacts a bit is a little weird to me because I think
No,
if anything,
he should be
it was
defending his
appropriate.
wife.
Yeah, I think again, it's just more so. I feel like the husband is just trying to be like, well, trying to play devil's advocate, but like
Nah, fuck
that's not the
that. You're
place.
supposed to be
Yeah.
fucking on my side, bitch. Like, unless I'm really in the wrong. Like, nah.
Okay, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. All right. That one's pretty simple. I feel like pretty much everyone is agreeing. Obviously, not the asshole. If you're old enough to sexually harass, you're old enough to be slapped for sexually harassing.
Hmm.
Yeah. I hope the person gets slapped the shit out of next time they try it again. That's just so inappropriate. Okay.
Dude, that is. Like,
This
honestly,
is
if they were threatening to sue, I would probably do it at the same time. I'd be like, "Hey, I'm gonna call the cops on you."
yeah.
Did you wanna read this one?
Yeah, I can read this one.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for saying no to my girlfriend's tradition? Throwaway account. I am 30, lost my brother when I was 22. So 8 years ago. He had cancer and fought very hard. Ever since, I've been donating blood on the anniversary of his death every year. I take the day off from work, visit his grave, donate blood, and then come home, relax, and watch his favorite movie. I know it's simple personal tradition, but it means a lot to me. My girlfriend of 9 months, Anna, asked if I could meet her and her mom. I met her many times before, and it wasn't the meet the parents the first time situation. For lunch yesterday, I told her no, and I explained about what I was going to do on my brother's death anniversary. She got upset and said, well, it's my tradition to have lunch with my mom every time she's in town, and she really wanted to see you. You can do your stupid blood donation tradition any day. I explained to her that it's not just about the blood donation. Later in the evening, while I was resting and watching my brother's favorite movie, she texted me again asking me to join them. I reiterated that I didn't really want to and would hang out with her mom next time. She replied that I'd embarrassed her in front of her mom with my selfish and laziness. Since then, she's been distant. Do I owe her an apology? Am I the asshole? Okay. Update. All right. I texted her that we needed to talk. She never replied. Just blocked me from everywhere. Social media, WhatsApp. Her best friend who has been following me on Instagram blocked me too. I'm not sad. I wanted to end it anyways. Thank you for your support, everyone. I really appreciate your kind comments. Some users suggested that my brother/remembrance tradition saved me from getting serious with her and a lifetime of misery, and it made me smile. Thank you again. What a fucking bitch! I fucking hate this person. What an asshole, man. Actually, a terrible human being, man. Especially if you know that's the reason why like someone does a tradition is to like kind of like in remembrance of someone who passed. What a terrible person. Actually, terrible person.
Yeah. It's also like the respect as well. Like you're not
Yeah.
really considering them. Yeah.
And like I love how they like I love how the girl is trying to twist it and like, oh well, my tradition is seeing my mom every time she's in town. Like, and the fact that she said it's like a stupid blood donation tradition. Wow.
That's fucked
Anyways,
up.
yeah, I don't think anyone is going to disagree. Not the asshole, pretty much across the board.
Yeah. Yeah, very insensitive, very disrespectful.
Very insensitive is the best case scenario. You know what I mean? Like, that's the best case scenario. Absolute asshole is what I would call it, to be honest. I mean, I'm glad it ended as soon as it started. Okay. Next one. This is the one you wanted to read as well, right? Okay. Go ahead, read the title first.
What?
Go ahead with the title first.
Yeah. Am I the asshole for being truthful and admitting that I find my wife unattractive after her surgery? There are some cases like this, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah, especially like if people have plastic surgery and like
Yeah.
it's supposed to be a good thing, and then all of a sudden you're just like, ew, you know?
Yeah, it can be
Like
a
the
lot.
Botox.
You are
Yeah.
completely changing how you look.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
So my wife had plastic surgery recently. We had discussed it, and I was against it.
Hi, Pineapple.
It was
How are
not my
you?
decision, and ultimately I had no say. She looks weird now. She had the fat sucked out of her face, lip fillers, a neck lift, and other stuff I don't really get. She gives me uncanny valley vibes now. It freaks me out. She is fully healed now and she wants us to go back to normal. Like me initiating sex. Oh god. I have done so, but not as much as I used to. When I do try, I make sure there's very little light. So he basically is just like having, making love in the dark so he doesn't
Yeah.
see her. That's crazy. It's been a few months
Um.
and I kind of dread having to look at
Hey,
her.
bitch.
Oh,
Hi,
that's crazy.
Cloudy.
Obviously, she has noticed. She has been bugging me to tell her what's up. I've tried telling her I'm just tired from work or that I'm run down. Really anything except for the truth. She broke down and asked me if I was having an affair. I said that I wasn't. She asked to look at my phone. I unlocked it for her and handed it over. I wasn't worried about her finding anything because there's nothing to find. She spent an hour looking through it and found nothing. She asked me to explain why I changed. I tried explaining that I just wasn't that interested right now. Oh, that kind of sucks though. Um,
Yeah, there's got to be a reason, right?
yeah. I have like things to say after this though.
Okay, okay, okay.
So nothing I said was good enough for her. She kept digging. I finally told the truth. I wasn't harsh or brutally honest. I just told her that the new face or her new face wasn't something I found attractive and I was turned off. She asked if that's why I turn off all the lights now.
Jesus Christ.
I said yes. She started crying and said that she needed time alone. She went to stay with her sister. I have called every name in the book since this happened. Her sister said I'm a piece of shit for insulting my wife's looks. Her friends all think I'm the asshole. I try not to say anything. I can't force myself to find her attractive. I still love her, but her face is just weird now. She looks like the blue alien from Fifth Element. Well, I'm gonna look at this. Hold
I'm
on.
gonna look that up. Oh my god. Wait, I'm gonna
No,
show chat what this looks
no,
like.
no
Chat, are
way.
you ready? This is what this person compared him to. It's this.
Oh my god.
This is what the alien from Blue Element is.
That's
Jesus Christ.
That's such a big insult. No, no cap. Okay, but to be honest, like if she wanted plastic surgery for herself, there must be something like she could be
Uh-huh.
insecure about what she looks like.
Yeah.
So I kind of like understand where she's coming from, like the whole like her fat sucked
Uh-huh.
out of her face, lip fillers, neck lift. Like sometimes, like she just
Uh-huh.
wants to be confident in her own skin. But the fact that, I understand that like her husband kind of is a little bit turned off because he loves her
Uh-huh.
like, how she
I
is.
mean, the thing about it too is that, like, for me is like, obviously your body, your choice, right? So if
Yeah.
you want to change, or do whatever you want with your own body, you have that choice. I don't have to like it though. You know what I mean? I don't have to like it. And I
Yeah.
think in this case it's very much so like her body, her choice. She gets to choose
Get it
whatever
together,
she
bitch.
wants to
You're
do
hot.
with her body, right? Oh,
Yeah.
welcome in, Raiders. Hello. But yeah, her body, her choice. But the reality of it is that if he doesn't like it, he doesn't have to like it, right?
Yeah.
And that's the problem where it's like, honestly, if you look like a whole different person and it's not attractive to me, I really don't blame him, to be honest. And he tried to be
Mhm.
nice about it too, and I could tell that he definitely felt guilty for feeling that way, right? Because obviously he didn't want to tell it to her, right?
Mhm.
And I mean,
I
absolutely, again, it's probably a self confidence thing for her.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily blame her, but I definitely don't blame him for feeling unattractive, for admitting to her that he's not attracted to her anyway.
Mm,
I don't blame either of them. This seems like a pretty faultless kind of issue where, like, if she wants to have that kind of stuff, then she can. But again,
yeah. Like I feel like this is such a like
Mako,
gray
thank you for the
area
raid. Welcome in,
in it
Raiders. We're
because
reading Reddit
like
stories right now.
it's coming from both sides, like how
Uh-huh.
she is and then how like he's reacting to it. Um, but I feel like wouldn't they be talking about this like about plastic surgery
I mean, he
like
said
together?
he said he was against it here.
Oh, was
Yeah,
he? Oh
he
yeah,
said
because I
my
read
wife
that.
had plastic
Like,
surgery recently. We had
not my
discussed it, and I
decision.
was against it. It was not my decision, and ultimately, I had no say. Right. So
Yeah.
he told her, I don't want that for you, right? Because that's what he said, right? Um, this is kind of where I'm at too with this person. Said, not the asshole. It's not my thing, and I'm very lucky it's not my husband's thing either. You discussed it. You voiced your concerns. She did it anyway, as was her right. But choices have consequences, and these are the consequences she actively chose, knowing how you felt. Freedom of choice does not mean freedom of consequences. She can't pretend to be all surprised Pikachu now. Well, I mean,
Pikachu.
technically she could, but I'm not buying. And sicking her flying monkeys on you, not cool. So yeah, I think the bringing in her sister and her friends and stuff, like obviously her sister and her friends are. You could be the one. I feel like especially like it could be such a toxic positive environment when you bring in your family and your friends, right? To the point where obviously they're never going to disagree with you, right? And I feel like that's the situation here, right? And no one is thinking of it in his case, I guess, right? So I feel like telling her all her friends, telling her sister and all that is a little bit of an asshole move. Because obviously they're not going to be told in that there's nothing that can come out of it that's positive, I feel like. But yeah, what would you say then though for you? Because you and I think slightly different on this one.
Yeah. I mean, if it was, I guess because I'm like so like split in between because he's an asshole for like dimming all the lights.
You think that's an asshole move?
I think that's.
I feel like that's his way of sacrificing. Like he's sacrificing his body, even though he doesn't want to do it. He sacrificed.
I mean, he couldn't. He didn't have to.
No, obviously she was pressuring him.
But he doesn't have to.
Do you think the mature way to have gone about it is to immediately have told her that, hey, by the way, your plastic surgery looks like you fucked up and you're ugly now?
I mean, they're married.
Okay, so I would not take that well. I would take that way worse than what he tried to do. So I can see what you mean by like, oh, I guess like him going around it makes him the asshole. I can kind of see what you're saying in that sense. But I completely disagree. I think he tried his best. Especially if it's for someone I love, I would really hesitate to try to hurt her, even if it meant like I had to do something I was not comfortable with.
I don't know, man. I'm like so
really?
split in between. Yeah.
What did you think, Pineapple? Because Pineapple said you've swung me on this, Midas. What did you think, Pineapple? Because the way I think of it is he genuinely tried his best to feel that attraction again, right? I think it genuinely feels like he wasn't trying to insult her or turn her down or anything, and he still obviously very much loves her. But the problem more so is just obviously when it comes to her physical appearance, she looks so different than what she used to look like. And
that would kind of be a deal breaker, no?
And that can't. And I think honestly, if you look completely different than you used to look like, I feel like that's a fair deal breaker, right? The same way that I think like people who are like, talking about health and stuff like that, right? It's like it's like, oh well, for some people a deal breaker could be like your health, right? For some people they can't handle that kind of stuff and they can't deal with that kind of thing, and you know, maybe that makes you a bit of an asshole, but I can see why it could be a deal breaker, right?
Yeah.
I agreed with Kisa at first that you should say something, but you're right that is so permanent. That's being too blunt is too much of an asshole. That's what I'm saying though, right? I feel like honestly, you should know your wife well enough to understand if she would take something well or poorly. I think there's no nice way of saying this, to be honest. I don't think there's any way you can get across the fact that you would not feel unattractive.
He held it off for so long though, so kudos to that. He held it off for so long.
That's what I'm saying though, right? Like if anything, he made it harder for himself, right? Yeah. But that's why I'm like, I really can't see him as an asshole on this one. I think honestly, this one for me is no assholes here. It's NAH, right? I don't think she's an asshole for wanting to get the thing. The only part I will say she's an asshole, I really think that, again, the part of like calling her sister, calling all her friends and telling them the drama, right? That to me is is like, you obviously, your sisters and your friends are going to side with you, regardless of whatever the situation is, right? So that feels a little weird. If it was just a sister, I can kind of see that, right? Because like if you needed to consolidate someone, you wanted to talk to someone about something like that. But the friends definitely did not need to know that part. I will say that.
It's their private business.
Yeah, it's between. It should be between them, right? If you really felt the need to talk to somebody else, that could be something, right? But I don't know. I think being too blunt would also make it worse. I don't know if I could take it.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
get it.
What would you say? You're the asshole? Have I swayed you too?
Yeah,
Let's go.
I could understand it. I was just like kind of like, damn, like the wife really wanted, because like like being confident and stuff like
Yeah.
that, but it's just like,
Oh no, absolutely. Her getting the plastic surgery, it does not make her an asshole in any way, shape, or form. And I think him understanding his place in that too definitely also makes him not the asshole, because he admits, he's like, hey, it's not my decision, right? But it's also like you can't force him to think she's attractive. You know what I mean? And especially if she looks so vastly different, because again, like people are saying like buccal fat remover, right? It seems like pretty much everyone agrees that it makes people look really different, right? Yeah. So my assumption, not knowing what buccal fat remover is that it does completely change like appearances quite a bit. Oh shit, I see it. I guess I'll share this because this is a good example of how different people look. Let's change this one. Okay. This is just one I got off Google Images, obviously. So, apparently this is like the difference. If you get buccal fat removal,
it doesn't look bad. It's more like refined, but I could definitely see the blue alien.
Yeah, I feel like it's so focused on contour almost to the point of like it straight up looks like a different person. You know what I mean?
You know what it reminds me of? They also could have used Chad Squidward.
Yeah, like okay, we're not here to insult the wife, okay? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
No, Chad Squidward looks cool.
Yeah, because like
we're not.
I could totally see how this would change how someone looks, like completely differently, right? And I think for some people it's more obvious, and for other people it's less obvious, right? Especially because I'm looking at all the men that do buccal fat removal, and it doesn't change their facial structure a lot. But I think especially in this specific case, with the chin going back and then the all the fat removed to the point of like it looks like you're like you're like puckering your lips constantly. It's a fairly different look, right? Again, I don't know if I would. I don't blame her for getting it. I don't blame her for wanting it. I also don't blame him for not feeling attractive. That's my opinion. No assholes here.
Fucking pineapple. That's not my fucking type. I just think he's cool. That's not my type.
You said it. You said it, bro. You're the one who said it's your type.
I think he looks cool. That's my type. What the hell? There's a difference.
Okay, this is the other one that you wanted to read. Okay, trigger warnings: child neglect and suicide. Holy shit, this is way more serious.
Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should.
Yeah, maybe not this one. This one's a little too real. Okay.
Dark. Yeah.
My boyfriend is going to cry, and I don't feel bad about it. In fact, I'm excited. So original post. My boyfriend is going to cry, and I don't feel bad about it. In fact, I'm excited. What is your assumption? I feel like this is gonna be revenge. What do you think it's gonna be?
I'm saying this is like a freaking kid, like that she's excited.
Okay.
Yeah. She's excited that like she finally gets to see emotions, and then it excites her. Yeah.
Okay. First off, on a random note, good luck to everyone who's in finals right now. I'm procrastinating. Yeah, shut up. I have been with my boyfriend for a little over 3 years now. I don't think there are words to describe how I feel about him. My life changed in an unimaginable way when he entered it. There's no one on the planet that could make me feel the love I feel when I look at him. I never thought I would find someone who treats me this way or that I even deserved a partner like him. He never fails to remind me that he thinks about, loves, and adores me. So it's not going to be about revenge. The other day, he made a passing comment that any experience he has ever had is always so much better if my presence is there. So my boyfriend is a huge fan of Legos, like massive. He always buys smaller sets from Target and builds them in his free time to relax. Anytime we go to the mall, he always wants to walk around the Lego store just to marvel at the big sets. He can afford them, but he's not the type to spend money on himself. Every time we go in, I always catch him staring at the Star Wars Cantina set. He always talks about one day he'll muster up the courage to put up $400 down and fulfill his dream. But he won't get to do that. I just ordered it off the Legos website. Because I've spent more than $150, I get a small Santa set. So my plan is I'm going to gift him the Santa set, and when we are alone, I'm going to surprise him with the Cantina. He has done so much for me this year, and I can't imagine not giving this to him. So yeah, he's going to cry, but I'm excited about it. Thanks for listening. So this is just like a lie. Like, this is like such a misleading title. It should be, my boyfriend is going to cry tears of happiness. And that should be the title. What are your thoughts?
This was such a disappointment.
I know, right? I was fully expecting a full revenge story and everything.
It was so long.
I mean, she started yapping about it being people's finals. Shut up! I don't care about it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yap to yap, like I don't understand.
What a yapper!
Yeah, fuck off.
Okay. Anyways,
I was really excited because I literally thought this was a kink thing, and I was like, oh my god,
dude, maybe your head is in the wrong place, bro. Okay, what can I say?
No, it's not.
Hi, Stargazing. Hello, I just found you. Want to pop in and say, hope you slept well. I hope your food was good. I did not sleep that well. I have not eaten yet, but I've had a great day.
Like,
so take care of yourself as well.
Legos. Fucking...
Yeah. Okay. Hi. So there's an update 1 month later. Hi all. Sorry for not updating sooner. At least one of you was interested in one, but I wanted to enjoy the time with my boyfriend. One small thing to mention before getting into the update is I ended up going to the Lego store and buying the Boba Fett throne room set to match the Cantina one because I also knew he wanted that. And well, why not? If some are interested, I may even post updates as he builds it. He already completed the Boba Fett throne room and has started the Cantina set. So onto the update. We did our normal gift giving with my family, and I ended up putting the throne room under the tree, which he lost his shit when he opened it because he's been talking about that stuff for a while. After everyone settled down and gift giving and started to eat and watch Christmas movie, I asked him if he could help me do something upstairs quickly. When he got upstairs, I told him I forgot to put something under the tree. When I pulled the box out from under the bed, he looked confused and started to unwrap it slowly. When he pulled out the paperback and saw the Moist Esley Cantina. Wait, what?
What?
Oh, yeah, the cantina. He gave the throne room first.
Oh.
He stopped moving for a few seconds because I don't think his brain was even fully registering what was in front of him at the time. His eyes started watering slightly, and he kept saying things like, no way, before he started grinning and tearing all the paper away. He started hugging me and kept asking why I would spend so much money on him, and I told him it was because I loved him and I wanted him to be happy. He went through a mixture of jumping excitement, hugging me, and crying for a few minutes. He kept asking about his plans to clear out the shelf behind him and put it on a display in his work background. That's so cute, actually. This guy sounds like a green flag. He then ended up surprising me by saying he also had not put something under the tree because he wanted to have it be an intimate moment between the two of us. He went to his closet and was laughing about how he had put it on the top shelf because he knew I wasn't able to reach it or see it. I'm very short, lol. When he came out, he was holding a tiny box, and when I opened it, there was this beautiful diamond necklace inside, which obviously made me cry like a baby. After he put it on me, and we shared a nice moment together, kissing and hugging. I told him that I purposely saved the points I got from buying the sets so he could get $50 off his next Lego set. He told me he wanted to get me a set so he could spend the duration of building his set while I also built a set next to him. He has always really cherished building a set with me or building one at the same time as me. So over the weekend, we went to the Lego store, and despite me saying I was happy with my smaller set that was slowly built together so I wouldn't finish before him because I felt bad because he literally bought me a diamond necklace, he insisted on getting me a big one. He got me the Bowser because he knows it's one of my favorite characters. We had a great Christmas and have been doing lots of fun having designated building time together. Thank you for the sweet comments. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday as well. I hope you have fun, but fuck you for being happy. When is it my turn? I'm just kidding, obviously.
This ended up being a wholesome...
Yeah, this is really... fuck.
Like... Yeah, no, no, this was really cute. Damn. We're lonely, aren't we?
Yeah, we're fucking lonely sad. Anyways, anyways, next story. Okay. This one is also really wholesome, I think. So go ahead. You can read it.
Okay. I want to start calling my. So this is not even "Am I the asshole" anymore? It's
No.
just like
That's why
okay.
I said these are just Reddit stories. This part is
Okay.
Reddit stories. I meant the hassle is
Yeah.
like the past one.
Okay, for sure. I want to start calling my adoptive mom instead of her name. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna be so sad.
This is gonna make you
Okay,
cry.
so
Make
yeah,
you
I feel
bawl.
like it would. Yeah, these adopted like stuff, especially on TikTok, you're like, oh, I want to call you my dad. I was like, bruh, 6 in the morning.
Yeah, I know there's like viral stories that happen all the time about this
Yeah.
stuff, but
Okay. So my biological parents put me 15 mil up for adoption when I was born. So I was always in foster homes until I was 12. I had a teacher, Janice, 33, female, who was my home room teacher. Janice found out about me being a foster kid and how I wished I had a family. Janice had also been a foster kid growing up, and so long story short, she then became my foster mom and adopted me. Oh, that's so cute.
yeah.
Janice is the best mom I could ever ask for. She has been unbelievably kind and loving to me, and I absolutely adore her. The problem is that I don't call her mom. Just call her Janice. I want to start calling her mom, but have no idea to without making it awkward. Please help me, internet strangers. So before I read the update,
Uh-huh.
I think it is really hard, because you've known your homeroom teacher. So like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I kind of see like how they're kind of like I would say stressed maybe,
Uh-huh.
and like their feelings are very valid, but all in all I feel like I'm not going to read the update. I haven't even seen it,
Mhm.
but I feel um like it would be like they would be really honored. I know a lot of
Yeah.
parents are crying especially with the TikTok video.
Uh-huh.
And then especially like when they start like adopting like the adoption papers and see like it's like, hey, you're my
Mhm.
son now, and it just gets really wholesome. But yeah, no, I hope this kid kind of will say mom
I
eventually.
really don't think the mom will ever have a problem with it, to be honest.
Yeah, because
I
you
really
you
doubt it,
took
but
him in as a foster and then adopted him after. No parent usually does that unless they're
yeah,
like really
they
eager or
have to
something
care
like
about
that.
you, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then so update. So was not expecting this big of a response. Thank you for all of you for responding for some of the ideas. Made me really tear up. Anyways, this morning I went to Janice. I said, "Good morning, mom." She just looked at me and started crying. Ah, see, I fucking
Yeah.
knew it. Then came over and hugged me and kissed my forehead. I hugged her back and so I could call her whatever made me comfortable. And oh my god, I'm tears in my eyes. That she loves me more than anything. I just replied, "I love you, mom."
Oh. This is so sweet. Uh,
It's just like typo. I'm not 15. I'm 16. That's
I'm
crazy.
15, not 16. Yeah.
But
This is
still,
just
like,
cute. This
I'm
is
so glad.
wholesome.
I know. I'm so glad he like mustered up the courage
We
to
gotta
call.
read something more depressing. I feel like
No,
it's too early to end
depressing.
off that one. I'm just kidding. Am I the asshole for hanging up on my manager before we finished something we were
Dude,
gonna do?
no, fuck
No, I'm
you.
just
We're
kidding.
not doing this again. Fuck you.
Am I the asshole for cutting up cards and threatening my manager?
You are the asshole. You don't
I
care
don't think
about
so.
me,
Anyways,
dude.
this one is really wholesome and really cute. I love this one. Actually,
Yeah, no, I like this.
this is the
Mhm.
kind of stuff that makes me go like, there's still good people and like.
Yeah, there's good people in the world. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you, Kisa,
Mm.
for being here. I appreciate you so much.
Of course.
I think that's gonna be the end of stream today because it's a little early, but how long have I been streaming? 2 hours, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But 2
think
hours of
my voice is
react.
starting to give up. So
Did you drink water at least?
no, I don't have
Oh my.
water. I should have
Where
gone
is
water
your
at some point.
hydrate redeem? Do you have a hydrate redeem at least?
I have a fridge with water. Um,
You have a hydrate redeem?
oh, I
I'm
do.
gonna redeem it right now.
Rejected. Anyways,
Wait.
drink water. I will drink water. I will drink water. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for experimenting with this. This is our first time trying something like this, so I don't know. I just wanted to experiment with different things on our variety stream Saturdays because we always change things up usually on Saturday. But thank you. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Consider following me on all my socials already if you're not already following me there. Danny, can you toss up the socials? I don't know if we'll raid today. I'm feeling a little lazy. I don't even know if anyone's on. I don't usually raid this early. Yeah, follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Blue Sky. And TikTok.
Oh my god, you don't even know your social.
Anyways, love you guys so much. Have a great rest of your week. And I'll see you guys
now?
later. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye.
Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.